Yeah.
We are back once more with Survivors of Tarnstead. We're going to start in our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Blackheart as.
Eric Marshk.
We have Kronos as.
RJ Lira.
We have Hatton as.
Tilde.
We have Marcus as.
Corvus Adalas.
We have Semi as.
Gifted Brockgren Greysteel.
We have Tobias as.
SBP is Steelshod.
And we have me, Yuli, as your friendly DM. Let's get a recap.
You can do it.
Go for it.
Get away.
All right. So last time we were preparing for our trek to the past using Traveler. We continued to question it and ask it various things, trying to clarify information. And we started going down the list of people to gather. We gathered everybody on the list after having brief conversations with a bunch of them. Gifton ended up having a meeting with 4 of the gods really quick. Ilan, Imor, Hea, and Miris, and was given tokens from 3 of them to assist with getting their assistance in the past. Gifton also met with the Fey Lord and Lady Oberon and Titania and got part of their crowns that were imbued with their memories. Telde assisted in the evacuation of the people of Faramir and all of their kitsch and setup. Corvus dealt with Lady Gentle. Cassie and Carrick were on team make sure the Winden people were okay, and they grabbed Stenhouse and Millie respectively. RG got Nathaniel and her family, and we basically all got everybody together. We reclaimed the creatures, we reclaimed Denoran, we reclaimed the priestess, and after having gotten as much of our stuff that we thought we needed as possible and the people that we thought as possible, we went into the past, and that's where we ended.
Okay. Very nice. Go ahead and take yourself a standard inspiration.
Thank you. I like standards. I don't have any.
Yep. I believe your landing destination was the Brassian continent, right?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Yes, you have arrived in the past. The traveler making its little chime to indicate we have arrived.
Which otherwise we'd know nothing happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Traveler, are we there?
We have arrived.
Or are we when? How does that work? It's not really a there as much as it's a when, but it's also a there as well.
Time and space are one and the same. We are there.
We are there. Okay, good. Okay. So, before we open that door, I have a question. Which way do you want to go?
In which
In what
way?
way, and of who are you asking the question to?
I look around. I'm asking the Tarnstead Trading Company. Carrick, Cassiopeia, RG, Telde, Dingus, Raziel.
I thought we were.
Why do I
thought
not get an
trading
input?
company
Scrim
anymore.
says.
Because you're just going to leave us as soon as that door opens, and I know it.
Are we
Hush.
in our lands?
Yes.
Scrim just nods.
And then leaves.
Also, did you actually want to officially join our charter? Because, you could go adventuring with us. That would be keen.
No.
I'm not sure if I ever actually
All
said
right. Well, the door is right there. I don't know where we are in Barat or on the continent, so it could be anywhere. It could be a straight fall to the ocean for all I know. But do you want us to drop you in a specific place? Is there like a holy place that would be good for your people? I don't know.
We will find our way.
Oh,
You know the way. All right.
This land is ours.
it is yours. All right. So the group of us have to figure out how to fix everything. So we have to figure out which god to approach first. And I'm going to take out a very lovely black and white guitar, and I'm going to offer it out to Telde. Hold on to this just in case. If you strum it at Imor, it'll help him remember and trust you. Or me. I don't know. One of the two. But it was a token I was given from him. I have a token from Ilan. I'm going to pull out my sapling. And I have another token from Hea, but it's not very transportable to other people that I know of. I can hug her and she might remember me. So there's that.
So we throw you at Hea. Got it.
I
Do
don't
not
like.
throw anyone at anybody.
Do not throw the brownie.
What?
That's double for you, Scrim. Do not
let's-
throw the brownie.
Let's not try to throw anything at any of the gods or their innumerous agents.
But
Let's mark that as Plan T.
we have the opportunity to pick which
Hospital.
allies we approach first and how. I also have some things to help with the Fae. But I feel like we should try to get 1 or 2 gods on our side as a priority. Definitely Hea. Also, we could contact Turiel, the angel that I met with last time. I could probably get a hold of her on angel radio without causing a spook. Without, causing too much rile, because if I talk quietly to her, I think nobody will really pay attention. We can also get a hold of, and I thumb dab at Raz, past him and get him on board, but that's going to be a little unsettling for him, and also they might not trust us immediately, but we still need to get them on board because they're messing things around right now.
Actually, let me ask this question. Raz, do you currently trust us?
Me? Or
You.
He is not him at this time.
No. Do you currently trust us?
Does the
Me.
current you?
Yes.
Yes.
It-
Oh no, get the go. Your head. I can't handle this.
You've made simulacrum.
if you're referring
of
to
each
the me
other.
here and now and not trying to be clever by saying current as in the one that we're currently in the time frame of, yes, I trust you all. To
Okay,
some degrees more than others, but yes.
Okay, cool. Then
Do you trust yourself though?
Myself, no.
Okay, that's clear.
Which of yourself do you not trust yourself, as in points directly at Raz, or like circle like this time you?
Well, let's see.
Facepalm.
Let's see. The current me is manifesting things that I was never able to do, and I'm not entirely sure that these gifts are beneficial for my father. And
Okay.
the me of this time frame, well, I know what I've done, and I know what I might not have done as well under my father's control. So, no is my blanket answer.
Okay.
All right.
Some of
So-
us may
so-
be something of a beacon to the divine presences.
So I'm not
and
entirely sure
may-
that the masking on you is going to be adequate at this point.
Why?
You probably did something to get rid of stuff like that. Sure.
Well, it might be that I'm, been exposed to a lot of stuff lately, and it might be wearing off. You never know. It's
Remind
Not only
us,
that, I was cast by a god
how
in the
many
future
baby
and I'm not there
gods
anymore.
do you have right now?
2.
Okay. So that's probably the reasoning, at least.
Yeah, I mean they are progressing, so, and brownies are exceptionally good at fast deliveries.
I know I'm not part of the Tarnstead trading company. Fowler's actually sort of like raising a hand gently.
Oh,
You
you
are
could
now.
be. You are now. All right. Well, the chair recognizes Valda of the Tarnstead Trading Company.
You mentioned you have.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll accept this responsibility with grave.
The usual lack of aplomb that we all have, yes.
Sure. You mentioned having things for a few of the gods.
Yes.
To
I
help.
have these artifacts that will help. Oh, and I also have this music box, which I kind of want to listen to because I want to see what it plays, but I don't know if that's rude.
Why just those 3 gods?
Well, to be fair, Hevos was dead. Morgani was insane.
And Moore is the most level-headed.
Well,
We
I'm just
don't
saying
have
of the
much
people we don't have, it's
Yes, we have.
it's mostly not Mayuri and Tamari would be the ones that we don't have for reasons. And I'll be honest, Mayuri is probably deep in grief and lots of other things going on, and Tamari might be
Talon?
trying to be helping with Talon because they have to restore order. I will say that those 4 gods were also the ones that were involved with the original plot to kill all the gods.
4 gods.
Yes.
You,
And Talon really doesn't like us.
You'd mentioned
So-
Imor, Ilan, and Heya.
Yes, but Miris was the one getting them to do it.
Ah, so you have a thing from Miris as well?
No.
I do have an idea.
She looks perplexed.
Miris said
I'm not-
that if they sent anything back, that everyone would suspect that it was something for him or her to try to manipulate everything going on, and everyone would freak out and not trust it. So it was better for Miris to not give me anything to give Miris, because that means that they're not playing their hand by doing anything, and that they feel that they would just trust me on the basis of what I am.
Mirrors
That's-
himself.
Makes very little sense, but certainly.
But I'll be
Makes
honest.
sense.
If I had a token here that was supposed to give Miris back their memories, wouldn't everybody question whether or not I give it to Miris?
It is a point.
No,
mean,
I
we
think
don't
that would
have
be a
such
good
a
thing
token.
to do if this is the plan of getting them familiar with us. The god seems to be a fool to me, but that is no strange thing.
It is the role that the god does like to play.
They also like to play games, and this is kind of fun. So they said that I'll be enough, that it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna hope for that. I mean, I will say Miris really did love their sister, so like really, really loved their sister. But going on that line, what was your quandary on that? Because we will have the battle of not knowing how to get the other gods on our side, especially now that Hevos is back in play.
Right, yes. Well, there are some gods that are more reasonable in this time frame than others.
Mm-hmm.
Ilan isn't particularly one of them.
But Ilan really likes me.
The
Future
Lord
Ilan really
Ilan
likes you.
really likes
I
you.
have no doubt that this Ilan would also get attached to you. However, they may be a little more aggressive in your safekeeping.
You do understand as well is that this Ilan is aware of what happened at Yggdrasil.
No, they aren't, because that hasn't happened yet. That happens 100 years future, a couple hundred years in the future, because Talon's still alive. This is only 10 years from when Cassie died, not the few hundred years
Oh,
later. So they don't know. They don't know that we fucked around and found out on the Yggdrasil.
Founder's giving you a look, Corvus. She goes, "Yes, it's very simple. Keep track of your timelines."
Oh yeah, we've jumped 4 times.
I've
And one
only
of them was
jumped
a rewrite.
twice. I've only jumped 3. Okay, I've dropped 3 times.
One of them
Yes,
is a
but you
rewrite.
only have a few years to have to keep track of.
Okay.
Some jab at Telday. He's right.
Well, what I'm suggesting though is, I don't doubt that you'll be able to get Ilan onto your side, but maybe have another god around potentially to make sure that they don't just kidnap you and whisk you away to some safe location.
Yeah,
It is a
remember,
good
there
point.
is the vault is a thing, and you do not have control at the moment.
Maybe
We-
fix that.
We would likely be starting something of a timer if
Well,
we contact
if we-
any god.
We are going to be going into a very dangerous situation when we go for Heya. Because right now, this is post a angel mortal child was slaughtered on her continent recently, and the Prime and 2 Immor angels were killed. There is probably a lot of surveillance going on that continent right now for anything weird going on. So we could move Traveler into her temple and hope there's not a bunch of angels there.
Luther's got to raise his hand and go, "May I join the Tarnstead Trading Company for a moment?"
Yes, you may.
Of course.
The chair recognizes Luther.
I move to add Luther to the Tarnstead Trading Company. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I found a
Well-
set.
Dingus, what do you say? Yeah, okay.
Welcome to the Tarnstead Trading Company. Luther. You may speak.
My father, and I may have a bias here, and some of my colleagues may disagree, but my father has always been
Timor is the kindest as far as
and well-reasoned
calm.
and slow. Yes.
Yeah, we could try to get a hold of him. Unfortunately, there's only one way I know to get a hold of him that might cause not necessarily trouble with him more, but it might peeve off an angel. Because I don't know how to beckon directly to a god and get their attention. I've never had much luck with that other than Ilan. I can get Ilan really easy for some reason. But
So I will interject here on that. My retinue that I have and the way that I've done things through my intellectual advancement of my own knowledge, letting me to do this to myself. I've always wondered why I thought, or maybe it was just a trick at the time, but it seemed like Miris was the thing I was taking from.
yeah, that makes sense entirely.
But
yeah,
the things that I do more or less are in line with them more.
No, the things you
in
do are
more ways
very
than
not
one.
not aligned with the more, because you reanimate dead, and that's against his tenets.
Yes.
So, and
There
also,
is-
if
there
more
is
wants
that-
to kill you, I've been trying to protect you.
And I believe Gifnin has killed more people than you, so that would align her closer.
What? No, that's
What?
not how Amor works. Amor's not a murderer.
let me finish.
Yes.
First. I've never tried to lie or trick my way through anything. I've utilized
Blink.
I've utilized the actions that I gained from whatever I have. And although Amor did want to kill me, I think that's because there may be some sort of focus on me by him in more ways than just.
But he wanted to kill you because you're dangerous, because of your connection to the dreamer. That's what he told me.
Right. And that may be part of it. I don't know. I'm not clerical. I'm not pious, but I'm able to do things.
I agree.
I thought at first it was Miris, but it just doesn't line up to what I do as an individual. Yes, I've raised dead, but I've never purposely tried to desecrate.
But you've animated corpses and made the dead talk, and you made Hadwin.
Hadwin is an empty construct.
But he's
not
against
undead.
that.
He's not undead. He's a construct,
people
just
parts,
like
though.
Snacks. It's not. You'd be surprised what I've built Hadwin out of.
Was it something that was alive at some point?
It was stuff pulled out of the empty.
Oh, I thought he was
Hadwin
made of different body parts.
No, he never was made out of different body parts. You assumed that he was. And I never accounted for
Hadwin is not made of stuff pulled out of the empty because there's nothing to pull out of the empty. The only energy that you may have imbued him with.
Yeah, that's what he's getting to.
Yeah, the physical construct, though. I believe you had always had him made out of parts of things.
You had basically been stealing body parts, is what we were told. I thought for Hadwin. I'm not saying this based on assumption. I'm saying this based on what you were talking about in character previously.
The physicality of Hadwin is deceased flesh. Yes,
that's
but the energy that instills him is not necromancy. Like if I raise dead, if I do that, I am channeling the negative life force into a creature and making it do what I bid. Hadwin, yes, is made out of parts, just like the armor that you wear or the armor that I wear. The leather is a dead part. It is a means to complete something. Amor doesn't discount you wearing leather armor, does he?
I don't know. I'm not that deeply involved. I just know the tenets that I was taught by Father Stone.
I'm just
saying. I will motion over at our dear friend who is actually a cleric and go, what would your weigh in be on that, on his construct? How do you think that Imor would react to that?
He he looks a
You can't
moment.
make expressions.
He looks momentarily awkward. I can't imagine my father would show much favor to it, but well, I exist, so
There is that. So, what is your proposition then, Corvus? You feel like you have the best chance to contact Imor?
There may be a route, an avenue that we don't know or understand, but there may be that tinge of connection. Maybe it's because of Amor's hatred towards me.
All right, but I need to know tangibly, do you have something to do? Because we're looking for actual options to move forward other than just looking around. Because we have time cops coming after us.
When you've contacted any angel or god, you've prayed to them, right?
No, there's differences between me contacting the angels and praying. I do pray, and that is a hit and miss scenario. It's not bad to try. When I do angel communications, it's weird. It's like a buzzing, but I make it in my brain.
Sorry, some of the descriptions we come up with, like out of context.
there are multiple of us here. Raz will say that could potentially reach out to somebody like Yomiel.
I was gonna say we could reach out to Yamiel on the lure of the fact that we could explain what happened 10 years ago in Zaha.
And we'll put this out here. You may want to use me directly in that manner. If you want the attention, what do you do to find a predator? You give it bait.
I don't want them to kill you, though.
Again, I don't want to die either. There's... Fine.
No, it's fine. I bet you want to.
Gifted, please.
We can let you pray
the
to him more.
The empty is changing very drastically, and I don't understand why. And I am scared of what it is entailing, because what I have seen in the empty is that there's a rising light, and that light gave me incredible dread that things are coming to its end. And that means
first we're hearing of this.
Yes, and it's the first time I found out about it yesterday.
Probably an important thing to tell us.
Yeah, and I think this is a point of where my mortality is becoming more astute for myself.
And you were just saying you don't engage in subterfuge or lies or such.
Hey, we're all very dynamic individuals.
I mean, we always have the backways then.
Corvus, if you want to try contacting him more by praying, you can do so, but do not do so inside Traveler.
I need no intention of doing that.
I'm making sure it's said. If you do not get a response, would everyone be all right if myself or Luther try to pray directly to Imor? I think Luther has tangibly a very strong connection that we know about. And I would not be praying to Imor. I would be trying to get Yamiel. And I would not do that without us being prepared, because again, if I bring up what happened, I don't know if we're just going to get Yamiel, if we're going to get other people, but I could try to get him to come talk without that and see if he would just come talk.
I have an
Where do we want to even try?
What is your question, Carrick?
Because I don't remember timeline. Faramir does not exist at this
It does not exist at this point in time, no.
Do we know how long Luther's been around? Well, there's no undead before that, so that okay, null and void.
Yeah, not there might be, but we don't know of any.
There were undead before Faramir.
Yeah, they're scattered at best, type thing.
Yeah.
Do we know how long Luther's been around?
You've not really asked him.
He's not been around not that long, because I think that he... Well, actually, no, we don't know, because...
We could always
I
ask.
thought,
That's why I was asking.
Luther, how long lived are you?
How long unlived?
You know what I mean. I consider it a continuance of your life. So
I
whatever.
have not been around that long compared to some of my compatriots here. I am a scant 700 years of unlife.
All right.
Was there a
Um,
particular reason?
For not
We
being
were
around long.
curious.
I would assume he wasn't born that long ago.
That we were curious.
Oh yes, why do you ask?
I was just wondering if he might still be around. Just curious.
No, not for quite a long time, I think.
Yeah, I'm just
Right.
looking for an in.
The flushy.
Harcount is actually going to walk over and go, I'm not asking permission to join your company, but
That is understood.
Too bad he is now inducted
Honorary
into the
member
company.
of the company.
I
This charter's getting long. Get taking out an official document and just writing
Making
names.
motions as if
I am
like
fairly
knighting with your
confident
hand.
that I could count myself amongst some of the first undead to exist, and I do not exist at this point.
All right. So there's that. But we could can I put forward, if we're looking for even-headed individuals that can help us maneuver our way into the dredges of the Pantheon as it stands, I motion that we contact Turiel. She was on my side. She will continue to be on my side because she was my friend, and I know she continues to be my friend in the future. She was looking for me. She would still be a watcher angel of Talon, and she may be able to help us get people who will listen to us because she knows the
'Cause-
other angels.
Because
Is the
that
point.
that friendship happened just days
10 years
earlier.
ago. Just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, your time grasp is a little shaky. But we could get Turiel first.
And 10 years is fresh memory for us,
And
Razimondos.
yeah, and we could get her on board, and then we can have you try your thing, Corvus. But at least we have one ally in the kitty. Tell they that guitar needs to be played for Imor. I don't know if you want to play it or you want me to play it.
Before he arrives, or
I think
when
after
he arrives,
when he arrives.
or within the conversation.
I tell Day, I was given things. Why do you ask me this? Give me the goddamn guitar back.
Lufa's chuckling and just going to be summoning the
Entrance.
You're going to be summoning the Lord of the Dead and immediately playing a guitar at him aggressively.
It's not the
I don't
worst
know if
plan
it-
that I've
I
had.
don't know if
I'm
it'd be
sure that
aggressive.
she can affirm that gesturing
So
over
why
at
don't we
Nolan.
open up the doors? We're gonna let Scrim's people out.
I got a real important question.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty much fine because I ain't one of you spellcasting types, but don't y'all need rest at some point?
Yeah, but I'm apparently
slept in days. I don't even know anymore.
I don't know what's going on with the empty now, and apparently we've got time people chasing us. I don't know when I'll sleep again.
There's one thing I'd like you to do, Corvus, Razio says. When we open up the door, check the empty here, now.
That would be nice, please.
All right.
All right,
Are
so
we
why don't
going
we?
to attempt to make any inroads with any of the other gods before, I assume, they will all congregate?
I think we will try to get Imor first, and then once we have Imor, we have to decide between do we go to Hea next or Ilan. I think we should try to get the 4 if we can before we start trying outside of our safety net, because we need a safety net to protect us. Because I might be murder on sight for depending on who it is. Orlin would end me. Because I'm a definite threat. I'm running around with a bunch of extra baby gods. They're not going to be okay with that. You've seen what they do to angel kids. It's not great.
You're safe to speak any words you wish within me.
It's okay. I'm just practicing so I don't do it outside. I appreciate that, Traveler.
I mean, if we really want to get Amor's attention,
Hey, Traveler, I got a question.
Yes.
Can you? I remember before you were making it so time flowed differently in you than outside. I think. Can you do that?
I am capable of limited time dilation, but it is limited, I'm afraid.
You are suggesting a rest.
Like 8
I mean-
hours limited.
Yeah, if we went 8 hours in
Ugh.
here, how long would go out there?
If I were to slow down time comparatively for the outside, I could reduce it to a mere 6 hours spent outside for 8 hours in here.
And that's better.
How would it appear to those outside?
It would
What are
not.
you outside? Right, you
We haven't opened the doors. We have no idea where we are or
you
what.
have a perception filter, if I recall correctly.
Right now, I am disguised as a part of a rock face.
Oh, so
We're not on a
It's a rock.
mountainside, are we?
No,
We're part of a rock beast
Okay.
that has a face.
we are at the bottom of a small hillock.
Okay, thank you. First of all, we should let Scrim's people out. We should
Yep.
have Corvus check.
check the empty.
We need to get a lay of the land a little bit. I don't think going for Immor first is too dangerous. So we
So-
can't do it in our current.
Question.
I have plenty of spells still.
I have to go to a place.
Yes.
Can you not open it and then close
Travel
it?
10, he cannot,
10
no.
feet 10 feet forward from where you open it.
I can just go to a spot that close by. I don't have to go to exact locations. Yes.
You could go 10 feet forward and that
Yep.
would be fine. Just
And
do that.
I would spend probably an hour walking there too.
Yeah, you probably would. All right, who all is going into the empty? Should it just be all of us?
I was the only one able to see.
If you
Ethel couldn't
don't
see anything, and
mind, I will accompany you just to see if I can see anything, Rezio says.
Lady Gentle couldn't see anything. But you are welcome. But again, it's the empty, and you are
I am aware.
now. So things may come a knock.
This will be
I'll
quick.
go too.
Gift. I don't think that. I appreciate your concern, but given everything that you have, I don't want to risk that.
I'm honestly
What about
gifted. I'm with
unconscious
Corvus on
disciples?
this. We don't want you in there with.
And for once, I'm actually in agreement with Corvus as well.
I don't like that.
This really is an odd time.
Fine. I'll wait here. Just watch Scrim's people.
Luther reaches out a hand to you, and you can pray with me.
We're not supposed to do that yet. We're supposed to let Corvus do his thing first.
Yes, but I figured there'd be a comforting gesture.
That'd be a nice
Pray-
thing to do, yeah.
Pray in generality, I guess.
Wasn't the plan to, after he does his, to contact Turiel and then no more?
Mm. I guess I could contact Turiel while you do that.
Definitely.
Feel free.
Because you're only
I
going to
don't
be in there a
know.
minute. She'll probably take her time to get here because she's probably busy and she can't just ditch work just because her friend calls, right?
I'm sure she's the one that would do that.
No, I don't think she would. She's a Talon angel.
You are a persuasive friend.
She's a Talon angel who turned on her god.
Yeah, but she's
Eventually.
not. She's not going to want to get herself in trouble. I'm
Oh,
not
so-
in danger.
She turned on her god in the middle of a massacre of grand proportions. A
Yeah.
prayer from someone is a little different.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna step outside and start praying with
Right, so you open the door and step out.
Yep. So, the door step out.
So you step into a
The-
blizzard.
It's cold!
It is immediately cold. Vision is minimal. And yeah,
What time of year is it?
Sir.
midwinter.
Huh.
Maybe we should have chosen a different time.
Would you like me to move us?
How about not on a blizzard bearing storm area?
Suck it up. We are where we are.
If you would like, we can move to when the blizzard is over.
Let's not do additional time travel. I think this is fine.
Okay, the empty's like normal degrees all the time. It's never cold. It's never windy. Just gonna.
You create a path or any signs of your actions that could be traced?
Yes, for those who can see it.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
He's talking to
Yes.
Laszlo, I'm pretty sure.
Those that are capable of monitoring time travel have ways of detecting me. This is why it was important for me to disrupt and delay their monitoring of my travel.
Yeah,
So it
we
is best
probably-
not for you to do too many other trips unnecessarily.
Correct.
Mhm. So let's
All right,
avoid that.
we will live with the blizzard then.
Let's the blizzard. Scram, do you want to go out in the blizzard? Or do you want to wait for
Scream is frowning a little bit and just, why have you brought me to this?
It is your ancestral home.
It's your ancestral home. Oh shit! I actually can do something about the fucking blizzard. God damn it!
But should you do some?
control
The
weather. Do
blizzard.
you have control weather?
Yes, I have control weather. I can control the weather. I just don't know if it's a good idea. I
Well,
could make the
if you want
storm end
attention.
if you want me to. Do you want me to end the storm?
You think our people are so weak, and he's just gesturing for his people to head out.
I'm saying for us, we're wussies.
I love how he's upset that there's a blizzard, and he's upset if we're asking if he doesn't want to go out.
This is Scrim.
He's a cat.
RG's just going to calmly shift Weaver's outfit into the Varen wool outfit that's in there.
Scrim is going to motion for his people to start departing, motioning a couple of his shamans to the front, which are going to help them with this matter. Unfortunately, theirs isn't changing the weather; it's just localized protection.
You know what I will do? I am going to cast a spell. I'm gonna commune with nature briefly, find a good area for him. Maybe some caves.
What are you asking? Or what are you wanting to pick up?
I'm looking for caves or things that would work as good terrain for shelter for short term. And also I want to know if there are any celestials or fae in the area.
Okay.
That would be good.
So you can pick up some decent cave structure, a bit off to what you think is maybe your southeast. Seems to be cave structure, water source and outside nearby. There are no fae or celestials as far as you can tell.
All right, cool. I'm going to point in that direction and go roughly within 3 miles. There's a cave with a water source nearby that way. That's what the spirits of the land tell me.
Scrim is going to nod, and then he's just going to give you a little sort of thump on his chest. Go, good tidings to you, and you know where to find us if you need us.
Yep. Don't worry. I'll be knocking on your door before you know it. And I'll give him a same fist chest salute, trying to, imitate.
He smirks a little bit at the sight.
Stand tall, Scrim Hayesen. You always do.
I try. And he just nods his head, and he's going to leave with his tribe into the blizzard.
Off
I'm not
comes
crying.
Grandpa.
It's just snowing.
RG's just going to kind of watch him go. Because out of character, she's the one who doesn't have solved baggage with him.
hmm
Aside from Tarnstead being burned.
She gave that up.
Yeah. Remember, she forgot that.
No, she didn't.
Oh,
No,
right.
that
Well,
no,
she wasn't
that
there.
was
No.
that was
No.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
different
no.
parties.
Unsolved baggage.
There's lots of unsolved baggage with RG and various
Yeah.
people that we're
Half
friends with.
baggage. Half
Yes.
baggage.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
she said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or he said, sorry.
haven't.
But yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm gonna look over and go, okay, me and Luther are gonna do some praying. You be very careful in there. How many of you are going?
Just Raz and I.
What about me?
Just
Echo.
And if, yeah, of course.
Carrick, do you want to go too? The dreamer likes you.
I can if you think it's a good idea.
That's
I
don't
not what I
know.
meant to click, but
I don't
It
know. I don't know if
may
it,
be for the best.
I don't know what it is, what it would be, but I suggest Carrick.
I'm willing to go.
Adriel, you'll stay here with me for a bit, or do you want to go with Scrim's tribe?
I'll catch up with them. They
You
get-
fly a lot faster than they do in a snowstorm.
And they get awfully funny if I try to help with certain things.
Yeah, they do. But I like it.
I'm severely self-reliant.
Gift is gonna go lead over Dadriel. I love it when my brother helps me.
No,
If you want Gift to-
you just suddenly have a wing wrapped around you.
Warm.
If someone gets wood, I can make a fire. I mean,
I will go.
Fire.
All
Gonna
right, you go
take a
get.
step out and start trying
Yeah.
to find some wood.
All right. So yeah, I guess Corvus does this thing. I'm gonna pray.
Oh, I'm going out with him, so I guess I can't start.
Yeah, don't worry about.
Val
taking
just
care
looks
of
at you,
our
Kara
needs.
goes, I'll take care of the fire.
Thank you.
She's going to conjure a fire.
You can literally cast bonfire and it works.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick my hand in it. How much damage does it do? I like some healing.
No. Right.
You're injured?
I'm injured too. I've been saying hold spells. That's why I still have almost all my spells, because I've been refusing to get healed up because I want us to save our spells so
Yeah.
we can not have to rest. So
RG did have a
You
good
know,
point
I
about,
can
you
heal
know.
you guys normally. Still, I can.
no,
do
you
that.
can't. You did that to me once already. I don't think you can do it again.
To you, I can.
I don't think you
Derek,
can deal nearly 40 hit points with that.
no, but I can heal some.
Well, either way,
Either way, you're going into the empty now.
Yeah, but
Yes.
whatever.
Right, so
Need to
Corvus slices
contact
into the
Carrick.
empty. Echo, Carrick, and then Corvus will step in.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Res as well. Res as well.
That doesn't sound like it's gonna.
And you step into the empty, and Corvus.
Yep.
No sunrise.
Kind of plops his feet on the floor.
Still shadow.
Still shallow. He kind of just starts walking because he has to walk to a destination somewhere.
Mhm.
All right, you understand the rules. If you hear anything, don't.
I don't see anything.
I don't see anything either besides the emptiness of it.
Last time I turned around, we met the dreamer.
You met the dreamer or something, yes. If we all want to try that, then let's all understand what that may entail.
Take us where we're going.
Okay. You walk along a little bit, find your exit
Mhm.
point, slice out, and emerge a scant 30 yards away, back into the blizzard.
But you can't see anything because it is a blizzard.
Now separated from the group.
My blind
Oh,
sight
hi.
distance again.
Right,
60. Yeah, 60.
We're
okay.
30 yards, though, so that's more than.
Oh, 30 yards. I missed the yard part.
Yeah.
Raz will just call out, seems all clear in the empty. Hello?
It's a blizzard, Raz.
you-
Your voice carries in the direction that the wind is blowing.
I understand the mechanics of a blizzard.
Then why are you just yelling into the wind?
I'm not yelling into the wind, I'm yelling that way.
Do you know that's the way that we came? Because I don't.
He's not
Well,
spitting into
I've
the
got one
wind.
thing up on you then, don't I?
Finger guns.
How deep
You
is
can't
this-
tell, but
how deep is the snow? by the way?
It comes up like sort of lower shin right now.
Okay.
You get that crunch, crunch, crunch. Alright. Gifton.
Gonna melt.
Yeah.
Melt
Raz
the
has
snow
yelled
around.
at you. What
Oh,
you-
sorry. What did he yell at me?
Oh.
Sorry, I had something. I took my headset off because I thought. You guys
Okay,
were
so that's why
really
there was no
drafting
reply. Yes.
Drax is doing flybys because he's on a high thing, and yeah, and I was like, okay, they just went into the empty. I took my headset off real quick. Was like,
Reminder,
what?
guys, even if you're only going AFK for a second, best say.
Sorry, my bad.
Right, Raz had yelled, all clear in the empty.
Okay.
And is coming back over, leading the way of the Lost Corvus and Carrick and Echo.
Okay. All right, are you guys okay if I get a hold of Turiel now?
Certainly give it a
Sure.
shot.
All right.
We just-
What?
Are we just going to stand in the middle of a snowstorm? Or are we going to maybe try to find something to hunker down in? Because it's still a snowstorm.
Pointing to Traveler.
I
But
mean,
we're contacting Tyrael.
yeah, but this is fine. I say as the world burns down. This is
Okay.
fine.
The
Slowly
world
melt
doesn't
down.
burn down.
Actually, no, screw it. Now that we're back together,
Now you doing the thing? Okay.
now I'm gonna do the tiny hut ritual.
Okay. How many
And
people
we
does
can
that
look
fit?
like that we've
9
been in-
creatures of
9
medium size
people.
and smaller.
That's everybody. Good.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, we'll all stand in that. All right. Is that better?
It seems more reasonable than just a bunch of people standing in a blizzard.
It's an angel coming. They won't care that it's a blizzard. They're
Yes.
pretty. They're pretty much great in all circumstances. Look at them. They're pristine. Their hair never even goes out of place.
We are rather
Raz,
perfect.
Very glowy again.
Finger
Look
guns.
at Raz, who just has a massive cowlick.
Raz, wind has made their hair and wings go everywhere. All 6 wings just.
Gmod sound effects.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a hold of Turiel. Does anybody want to do any other thing other than that?
All the
I
snow's
think
piling
it's
up on
best
it. That's
if-
cool. I didn't think about that.
I think it's honestly safest if we go with Turiel first.
Okay, so it's
She's our
agreed.
She's our only real contact at the moment here.
All right, so I will try to reach out to Turiel on Angel Radio if that is all right with everybody.
It's probably the best bet right now.
All right,
Sure.
okay, brace yourselves.
Load solver.
Can put a hand on Raz's
Gift is gonna
shoulder.
glare at you for that. Turiel, I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time when you're available.
There's a moment goes by before you're going, who is this? Hello?
Hi,
New Angel Radio.
Is this line
Yes.
secure?
New Angel Radio. No, sorry. This is Gifton. Trixie.
Oh, Trixie!
Yeah. So
This is a very short time. I thought it'd be longer.
it has and it hasn't.
But it's a
It
delight to
was.
hear from you.
It's very good to hear from you too. I don't know if I should be on this.
Oh no, really shouldn't.
I really probably shouldn't. Anyway, I could talk to you in person in some time. Not to take you away from your work.
I am working.
Where?
Zaha.
Oh, we were talking about going there.
What if you want to come see me? I'd be more than happy to see you.
All right, where roughly in Zaha would you be?
Right now I'm in one of the little outlying settlements on the coast. Lovely, lovely place. They've just started. Oh no, they've been set up for 5 years. I need to keep thinking immortal timelines. They've been set up here for a bit now. Flourishing quite well. Fishing trade's good. They catch the most interesting things.
That sounds really lovely, and I can't wait to hear about a lot of that in person. Is Yamiel at all near you?
Yamiel?
Yeah, the Immor Angel.
I've not seen Yamiel for a while. Do you want me to reach out to them?
If you could, they don't know me yet, but they will. It's very complicated, but I need to actually get a hold of him more very quietly about something that Imor needs to know about.
It sounds vaguely above my pay grade.
It's vaguely above mine as well, as I don't get paid for this.
I don't get paid either.
Yeah. They should pay us.
They should. It actually does make things a little awkward when you want to procure items.
Also, it makes promotions actually mean something.
Not that I, have a habit of trying to collect things from the mortals or anything, but
Yeah, I am eventually going to be going into the Temple of Lost Causes on the Brassian, or sorry, on the whatever this is called, continent.
okay, I've got him.
Okay, but oh shoot, I don't think I was supposed to get a hold of him yet.
So you don't want me to add him to our call?
We can add people to the call?
Do you not know how communication works, Gifton?
All right.
You can talk to multiple people at once.
I'm so angry right now because I have had no lessons on how this works, okay?
Why would you
We're
need
supposed to be glaring at the
lessons?
two
It
angels
just
with
works.
Yiftin's face is starting to make like frowny and like furrowed
I
brow,
don't think we do.
and
In her head.
I'm just like, yes, this is like buzzing in my head. I'm gonna look at everybody and I'm gonna say out loud, did you know that you can put multiple people together in the same angel radio call? I didn't know this. Nobody told me that. She's trying to connect me to Yamiel right now.
That's Rio and
What?
Rasbuff go, yeah?
Should I talk to Yamiel as well, or should I say no to that for right now?
I mean, what's Yamiel will just get us closer to him more in one way or the other, right?
Okay, so I should go for it. Because this is the point that I abort.
Luffy just nods.
In
Alright,
for a
so-
silver, in for a platinum.
Go ahead.
That's a big jump. We skipped gold. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and add Yamiel to the.
Right. You hear a little boop boop. No.
Goddamn angel radio.
And then you hear a soft voice going, hello.
Hello. Is this the angel Yamiel watcher?
I am Yomiel, yes.
Hi, Yamiel. It's really good to hear from you. Is there any way I could talk to you privately about a matter for your god? I don't want to raise a lot of ruckus.
This is a very unusual request.
It is a very unusual request from a very unusual person. I feel it would be very important for them to know some things that are going on. And I don't want you know how the other angels gossip.
Yes, they do, a lot.
And I don't want that to happen. And I trust you very much. I heard very good things about you. You are very strong in your duty, and I trust that.
May I ask as to what this pertains to?
It has relevance to an incident 10 years ago.
I'll be right there.
Thank you. Cool. So Yamiel's on the way.
Well, you start to say Yomiel's on the way. There is already that flutter of wings as a small girl is standing there in the snow.
outside of the dome.
Oh my god, Gifton's eyes are huge. Yamiel looks adorable.
This is in the middle of the...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, outside of the dome, Carrick, unfortunately, they tap on the dome a couple of times
And it goes away.
and it dissipates.
I figure.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Near you.
Did
Wave.
you have to? Did you have to?
We're just gonna turn away from Yamiel and melt the snow off himself with burning hands. There you go, that's better.
All right.
as it will.
This
on it, then we all just get assailed.
this small girl just wearing like these very loose robes that. Wait a second, those aren't robes. That's just like a nightgown.
Oh,
just
she died
says,
at a young age. Oh no, or would have died.
"Fear not, mortals. Do not
Fear
be
not,
afraid."
angel.
Cass is just giving this look between Yamiel and Gifton, like, the fuck?
Would you like to be under the dome for a little bit if I was to put it back up?
I do not require your dome.
Could you put it up and include them so that way we don't have this weirdness? That would be fine. That because of the
And
snow.
we're all
I
being battered in
listen.
snow.
Just because some of you are really
10
good at
minutes, but-
standing in the snow.
Their eyes have locked on Dadriel and Raziel.
I'm going to
Still trying to take 10
slowly
minutes.
stand between, and then I'm going to flare my own wings out.
Okay, that's a lot. of
Three
white
angels I
lights.
do not recognize.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Dedrill wasn't. But,
Yep.
oh yeah, because Yamiel is relatively new.
Well, Yamiel never saw us in the past.
Well,
Yes.
I was
Yamiel
thinking
was,
Dedriel.
It is- it
before
is-
all that. So
It is a matter only your father would know about. Because he would know who we are from.
And who are you from?
A dead goddess.
There is no such thing.
Is there no such thing? Or have the gods not told you? Why would the gods reveal that they could die?
You seek audience with my father.
Yes, I do.
It is unusual enough that I think I should alert him.
At the very least, I should be, and I do advise you keep it quiet to him. I do not believe that we are at all a threat to your god. And so if he chooses, he will end us for what we are.
You could not be a threat to him, and so I shall summon him.
Thank you.
Right. Yomiel just bows their head
I
and
knew I could count on you, Yamiel.
clasps their hands together, seemingly ignoring your words. And after a moment, their eyes open back up. He comes.
Look over at Tilde. I hope he's got that guitar out.
I have the guitar in my hand.
Yes.
want it to be a little tiny guitar like the one from was it El Dorado?
The mandolin?
The
Okay,
mandolin.
yeah.
Was it a mandolin? I
It
can't
was a
remember
mandolin. It was a mandolin.
Okay.
It's a
This is
stringed
like
instrument.
this is an acoustic guitar.
Yomiel says he comes, and then Yomiel turns to Luther and says, "Hark, undead. Your end shall be swift and gracious."
It better not happen.
His end is not for you to decide.
But my father is merciful, and he shall grant it.
He will grant all their end at some point when he believes it is time. I believe in Amor, and I do believe in his mercy. But this cleric has served your god well and continues to serve until such time Amor calls him home.
And why is the time not now? You hear a voice say, as the snowstorm stops. Stops the snow, freezing in midair. And once again, unfortunately, the bubble dissipating.
I don't even know if I got the 10 minutes to cast it yet.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
not sure
You may not
what
even
you
have
thought
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
The bubble's gonna come around more too.
As yes, Imor is standing there, although not particularly like you know them. They do not have that sort of familiar guise of the sort of, Baressian visage of the very gardener-like thing, just like their brother. Instead,
I,
they are in robes, and there is a gaunt white face beneath them, and they are carrying a very large scythe.
I rely on the kindness and your memory of Lawlessil to hear me and to hear the people here. And not to tell Day and to hear what we have to tell you.
I'm gonna start plucking some strings and playing.
Okay, gotta tune that one. Um,
God damn it. Why did Amor give us an untuned item?
And more,
He
not
actually
actually
doesn't know
good at guitar.
how to play it. He just likes it.
It's just been on his wall. for
Oh
the
no,
longest time.
Amor believes in drop D tuning, of course. It's for the death metal.
what tune are you playing, Day?
God damn it.
I
Don't fear the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper.
Don't fear the
There's no
Reaper.
fucking answer right now.
yeah, that is really the perfect one. If
Okay,
we're doing
so you
modern music,
strum.
yeah.
Okay. You strum the guitar, Day, which give me a performance check. I just want to see.
Send me a 30. It's goddamn cell day. Why are we bothering?
Let me see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I called it.
And for a moment, things get remotely alarming because Imor staggers backwards. And at the sight of that, Yomiel is instantly having a blade appear in their hands, going on full alert, wings flaring out from the small child's body.
Peace, Yamiel. Peace. We are doing what your father asked us to.
It's not hurting him. It's okay. Calm.
Yeah, as if to reinforce that, Imor is putting a hand up as if to try and steady Yomiel, but still rather agitated. You see Yomiel moving himself slightly between you and Imor. And Yomiel just goes, "What foul magic are you working?"
I am restoring the memories of things he does not remember.
Gonna keep playing until I see an indication from Amor to stop.
Imor is supporting themselves by holding onto their scythe, hunched over. And after a good 15 seconds, which feels like a lifetime when you have an angel ready to shank somebody, they sort of
holding up her hand, showing no weapons, and slowly folding her her wings back in.
and then you just hear Imor's voice going, "What a strange sensation."
Are you all right?
No.
Can I give you a hug?
I think Yomiel may panic if you do so.
I'd give Yamiel a hug first.
Then, more, if you would tell us what troubles you.
Yamiel looks so cute right now. Oh my gosh. No one told me Yamiel was this cute.
That hood sort of twists a little bit as if they're turning their gaze towards Yomiel, and they just go, "You have served well, Yomiel. Return to your duties." "Yes, father." And Yomiel reluctantly vanishes with a flap of wings.
I hear about that on Angel Radio.
I am sorry.
The guilt of what we did still stands fresh, and then you grant me the memory of a guilt not yet laid through action upon our newest member.
To try and make it so decisions will be better.
It is
Like-
something that we are hoping that can be.
I know.
Go over and give Imor a hug.
Imor wraps a arm around you, Gifton, and then they stand up a bit straighter and they lower their hood and for a brief moment, it is like looking at death. It's hard to quantify, but it is not a comforting visage. It's not skeletal, it's not a rotten corpse, it's nothing like that. It's just the impression of death.
Just the uncomfortability of inevitability.
For
Gifton hugs him more again.
that face shifts, and it is the more familiar visage that you're used to. This feels very strange. I
I'm
have
sure it does.
the memories of talking to you not too long ago. Yet
And yet everything else is fresh for now, right?
it's muddled.
I'm so sorry.
It'll sort itself out
Unfortunate.
eventually.
The unfortunate side of it, however, is that we are a bit of a time crunch.
And we'll just nods a little bit and goes, seems strange to say, considering the means you're now utilizing, but I won't pretend to understand it.
Well, we do have people trying to stop us, so that would be the problem, really. Ilan, should we talk to him next, or should we go for Hea?
I think perhaps Hea first. Ilan right now is hurting considerably.
Is it
To alleviate that pain, though.
But
Is
we
it
must-
possible to... Oh, sorry, sir. Please continue. I'll do it later. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut in. I'm getting some slight delay in things, so...
Did you just say, please continue, sir?
No, I said that please continue as in I'll pick up later. I was meaning to out of character.
It's an out of character. Okay, I thought you were starting to talk in character and then you realised you interrupted it more and said please continue, sir. And that just got me for some reason.
No. I hear it was coming across a little delayed for me, so I was like, okay, there's a pause here. I'll jump in. Then you started
one of you talk.
So ignore me.
Yeah. It will go. Relieve him of it soon, but we need to make sure that you are safe first.
I'll be very safe. That's not the problem.
Okay, let me turn that to. I need to make sure that your companions will be safe.
All right. Fair. Turiel is an ally in this time for us. She is stationed on Zaha.
The one that was cast out, yes.
Yes, she loves Zaha very much, and I believe that's why she was cast out. Is it safe to approach the Tulian city?
Let me approach her and ask her to allow some visitation.
Okay.
I'll be back momentarily. And Imo winks out of existence.
Oh, I guess really the gods could just talk to each other, huh? And just to everybody else.
Did we forget that they aren't trying to murder each other?
Well, or
I mean,
they're all on good terms. I guess we may have overcomplicated this a bit.
Yeah, but
Yes, it's kind of easy to overthink some things sometimes. In my defense, that's in my nature.
Look, the
Brazil
bubble's up.
says,
Oh, hey, the bubble.
"Hey, joy, I shall feel the safety and comfort of warmth," Luther says.
Why is it there are so many inside
I'm
people inside
going
this
to-
bubble right now that hurt me?
Warm my hands by the fire.
I'm gonna warm my hands by Luther's head.
That's just woo.
I bask in your glory.
Didn't we establish that it's not actually hot fire? It's just like the
I know, but
fire?
I'm just doing it anyway. Basking in your
I mean,
glory.
the conjure bonfire cantrip does fire damage if someone's got it where you send it, so it is hot fire.
No, it's Luther's head.
Luther's head isn't.
Oh, that's what you're talking. Okay, never mind. I was
Yeah.
It's a
confusing the two.
Dulian or
The
whatever.
Doulahan.
Dullahan.
Yeah. Yeah, I just say, like, well, some of us are weak, fleshy things that feel cold and hunger and nervousness and gassy and want onions right now.
You're just.
And I haven't had a cookie and I feel bloated and my ankles are swollen.
Short rest or long?
And I'm a little weepy.
RG's just gonna pull a cookie out of her haversack and just hand it to Gifton.
Thank you. I need this.
For
Highly
his
digestible.
credit, when Imor reappears outside the bubble, he does not
He
actually
has a
burst it
cookie.
now. You just sort of see him like sort of motion as if like, please join me out here.
All right.
Corvus hands Gifton some of his ration sauerkraut.
I need work. I don't want that.
Is staying inside the bubble and listening, because if I leave, the bubble goes away.
It's really
I
good
would
on
step
Crocodile,
outside.
You should try it.
Carrick, do you think we can get blueberries later? I really want some blueberries.
Middle of the
Um,
winter.
Depending
Berries.
upon, well, we don't know where actually on the continent we are.
You're-
We might just be in the cold part.
Yes, you are in the cold parts.
Oh, I get short rest cookies. Okay. Sorry, it's out of character. It's like what chef.
Imor sort of gestures, and he is gesturing right at Traveller as if that disguise is not working. And he just goes, "Your means of traversal, able to move, not in time."
Yes.
Yes, we are simply attempting to avoid unnecessary travel.
I was thinking we could hide it like in the temple of lost causes, because that's kind of beyond everybody's sight.
Well, here
Or do
is
you have a better place?
welcoming you into her chamber.
Where is that? Oh, there.
Yeah, that
Oh, okay. We'll go move this.
You've been to her temple before, yes?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go over and give him another hug.
Would you like to come with us?
I will be there.
We've been to the temple.
No, we're just trying to take as many people and traveler as possible. We'll induct him into the Tarnstead Trading Company so we can discuss stuff at the same time.
I don't actually remember if Carrick ever went to the temple with everybody else.
I don't think Carrick actually did go to the temple. Carrick was like one of the people who didn't go.
Carrick was the one that stuck around in the market and
Kept buying animals.
Hey, I only have 3 FedEx.
You get a
So
gentle
that's my character.
pat on your head from Imor, Gifton, and before he goes, and we'll see you there.
All right, we'll see you there too.
It's gonna be something new. I haven't been there yet.
All right, I'm gonna
It's a
go
nice
inside the temple,
place.
and then I'm gonna start yelling as soon as we go into Traveler. Norin,
Yes?
you and your lady friend front and center.
Can we have 5 minutes? 10 minutes.
What?
Yes.
30 minutes.
Make
Yes,
sure that
please.
make sure you're fully presentable at the end.
Your goddess is waiting. Would that help move things along?
Oh, she is waiting
No.
indeed.
The oh.
Paya is waiting, not that goddess of your bed.
A moment.
I don't know. Wouldn't she be angry that we are disrupting this?
After a couple of minutes,
You probably wouldn't mind.
Sadar and Denoran will emerge from the chambers that Traveller has generated for them.
Hello, over here.
You yell for Talal. Talal is not in sight. Where is Talal?
Where's Talal?
Traveler,
Yes.
Where's
you know where
Talal?
Talal is.
Yes.
Where is Talal?
At what point in its existence?
The one that was in here earlier.
Ah, he is in one of the many antechambers doing research on one of my consoles.
Okay.
Can
All right,
you
just
get
let's-
us there quickly?
Uh,
I will
Hopefully-
go find him.
of course.
Okay, you do your damn.
A doorway will open up immediately onto the room Talal is in.
Greatly appreciated. Walk in. Talal,
Yes?
we are preparing to go meet with your goddess. We would like you to come with us.
But
That's
the console.
being in Haya's best presence. Okay. And he's gonna get up and come to join you all.
Mhm.
There will be.
It's almost like those who really like Hey, just don't want to go see her. Sure, she
Never
wouldn't feel
meet your
offended by this.
heroes.
Mhm.
But we already met one of our heroes, you.
Aww.
Mine is 5 DKP.
All right.
Eric actually really likes Hall and actually
I
thinks she is the hero.
I know. It was really sweet. All right. Shit. Yep. Let's go with what we got.
Kind of going.
Who were you
fast and
considering
anticipating.
grabbing?
I think Melinda's a bad choice.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm gonna go with the fact that Melinda and Torek are probably bad choices.
Tori would probably be fine. Melinda did, like, do some horrible shit on her land while she was in prison. So again, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
but if
you-
I
She
bring Torek,
hasn't done any horrible
Are
shit
you
yet.
talking
But
about
Hay
the
will
living
remember that she
ones?
did.
You're talking
Yeah,
about
but-
the living ones, not the Fermirian versions.
huh?
Or are you talking?
The living ones are far in the
talking about
future.
ones in the- I'm fine.
That's why I
I'm talking about the ones in the box right now to bring with
Which is
us
the
to help.
Fermiria
Which would
one
be the
with-
Oh, you
Fermirian
said-
ones. Yeah.
You said Torek instead of Otto, so I was thinking.
Oh,
you meant
sorry.
the living ones.
I'm sorry, but it's Otto is Torek. But yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. I'm sorry. My brain latches onto that being Torek faster than it says Otto.
That's fine. My brain went Torek, so it has to be the living one. I was like,
Yeah.
what the
Okay.
heck?
So I'm like, yeah. But let's go with these fine people. I'm sure there's nobody else I need to bring.
So
Yeah.
you just have to hug her.
Yeah, just gotta hug her.
Should be doable.
This is Heya at a time where she is being very defensive.
But it's
Ye-
Gifton. Who stops Gifton from hugging them?
And the second she sees us, she's going to remember us.
No, she's not.
No, she has to hug Gifton for her to remember.
No, we've met her.
Yeah, but
previously.
you made her
Oh.
promise to forget you
Met her.
for 10,000 years.
I thought it was when we next saw her.
No, you said
No.
10,000 years.
That's why Tell Day and not because it was our timeline.
Because it was possible for you to still be seen by her at her temple. It would have immediately undone it.
You're
It's
gonna lean
10,000
over to
years.
Telday going, "Do you know anything about this?"
I told you all about that.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I told
Mhm.
told you guys that we
Oh, you
got
told
found
them.
out and
Okay,
stuff. Yeah,
okay, that's
yeah, I
right.
did.
Okay.
Alright,
Never mind.
All right, so I'm gonna open up the doors. Here we go.
Let's go.
Okay, it's still the blizzard.
Close the doors.
We never
I'm
said
sorry,
something.
traveler. Can you move us into the high chamber of the highest chamber in the city of Tulia's temple to Heya, the big one?
This is ill-advised.
She's invited us. Is the issue
that
size?
You closest to the Sphinx
Ah.
temple.
Then it should
Oh.
be okay.
Okay.
We have been invited.
I hope this works. And Traveler starts to move. And as Traveler's moving, for the first time, you are aware that you're traveling. as Traveler
Very good
rattles.
Rattles.
Traveler wheezes. Traveler becomes the quintessential TARDIS. As
You are right.
I'm concerned by a tree wheezing.
Traveler does not respond to the query, as Traveler is having to focus. As yes, the presence of those sphinxes does fuck with things.
All right, somebody get out there and go see the sphinxes. Be like, hey, leave
Oh, no.
Traveler alone.
And then there is the as Traveler materializes and chimes.
Thank you, Traveler. Nice.
That wasn't me that time.
Oh, don't worry,
Alright.
I was waiting for computer to respond again.
I'm going to open the doors.
Okay, you open the doors. You're immediately met with Tammy's face. She is clutching to the door frame, and she just hisses at you. What did you do?
I'm gonna close the door.
Okay, you close the door.
Traveler, I'm not sure we went to the right place.
I don't think this is going to help.
I'm sorry.
No.
It appears to have been caught up in the Sphinx's time ways.
Reopen the door. I will talk to her.
Alright.
And hopefully distract her
Here,
long enough for you to get away.
Kitty. What if we close her in here?
Alright, you open up the doors, and she immediately tries to reach a paw in, and there are sparks, and she yanks her paws back, just going, ah! Okay,
Not advised.
bad
Not advised.
crossover.
So yeah, why are we here? Because this is where we were going.
Well, there was a anomalous thing coming through. Shouldn't do that. Like, always other way, So some weird time. What are you,
Bubble.
tree?
Yes.
Yes, I love this tree.
Okay,
Also,
Partially.
Tammy.
it's not really
I
a
love-
bubble. I don't think I could really describe its shape to you.
We're supposed to be seeing hair right
It's
now.
like
with
folded
this.
in on itself. Why are you visiting? Okay, so there are some very angry people.
Yes,
Yep.
they're going to kill us.
And we
they will
need to
try.
get-
And
Okay.
have you seen what you've thrown into flux?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it a problem for you?
I've got like 30 extra doorways now.
Can I help you?
No.
Doesn't that mean
Can
just more
any of
friends?
us help you?
Had to think about it for a moment. No.
Listen, sweetie, I love you very much. I think we're probably gonna. Well, some of us are gonna be really good friends, but
I don't exist in some of these possibilities.
no,
We
you're,
will make
you're
sure you exist.
totally down for you existing because we keep you in our mind and we love you.
Glaring
Wow.
at all of the people who are staying.
I am so reassured by your
Listen, we're playing
statement
with
of
paradox
love and
machines.
care. No.
Yes.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Come.
No,
You
we're
should
not- we're not-
come out
no.
of there.
Mm-mm.
No.
See, you need to let us go, or things don't get fixed.
Things get much, much worse. And time comes to an end.
You're gonna go see Mum, right?
Yep.
Yes.
We'd
That's
really
where we are at it.
appreciate if you keep the others off our back for a while.
Why? Why would I do that? You're
Make 30 more doors.
I don't think she can make the doors.
If you'd like us to bring you anything, we will. I'll visit you frequently.
a solid future would be nice.
That's what we're trying
Working
to
on it.
accomplish.
We're
It's
trying
doing
to do
terribly.
We haven't even started
Moments like
majorly
this
yet.
don't help.
Trust us. It'll be okay.
Ugh. Alright, but if
Come
you
on.
break time, don't tell anybody you
Be
talk to
in
me.
lots of trouble.
Listen, if we somehow pull this off, think of how many other sphinxes there are going to be.
Are you coming on to me?
I had sensed that between the two of you earlier.
Sweetie, I think you're very
One
adorable,
shipping
but you're a little too
fast.
feline for me.
I was gonna say,
Here's
I don't
Thing
think
about
we're.
cats.
Don't think we're not compatible, are we? But I'm saying I care about you very much, and I want you to exist because I think you're a pretty great person, and I am not gonna let that not happen. But I'm saying that if we pull this off, your mom doesn't have to hurt in the way she hurt. The sphinxes don't have to die.
Right, those sphinxes. I was gonna say, if
Yeah.
you guys have kids with anybody, she gives you a wink, Carrick.
Or should give her a grin.
Prime
Not-
choice.
not that one.
Yeah.
Would you prefer, like Louis? We could probably loan him out.
Did you want Louis?
You just
That's racist.
from somewhere in the back. You hear someone say my name.
Just because
Nor-
we both have feline aspects. Wow, guys. You're not very
I didn't
progressive
say
in
it.
this era, are you?
I didn't say it. They did.
No.
Listen, Tammy, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I have to take the gamble. There's too many people we can save. There's too many things that can be put right.
Alright. Okay, fine. Just don't break anything.
We're not. Well, we're breaking.
trying.
A
You're
lot
using
of
a paradox
things.
machine. You are literally breaking things.
We're breaking everything. We're hoping we put it together in a mess that looks okay.
Right, well, if you guys fuck it up,
Hey.
hashtag cancelled, okay?
What's a hashtag?
What?
Good luck.
What's
What
canceled?
does cancelled mean?
Yank these doors shut, but I can't reach in there, so
Yeah.
she's
but, you
making
know,
shooing motions with her paws.
Going
Brownie's
to
good at-
pat her
are good at
head and
fixing
start
things, so let
closing
me
a
break it.
door.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
Don't-
before
Don't
we
put your
go,
head out there.
delay that other group a little bit for us.
Ah, look, if they try to take the time waste, I'll do what I can, but if they follow in one of these, I'll try and snare them, but no guarantees, okay?
Thank you, you're the
More
best.
One of these. Did they
Thank
have
you.
one of these?
We
Thank
don't
you,
know what
Tammy.
they have.
We
Thank you,
appreciate
Tammy.
it quite a bit.
Bye. Love you. I'll send cookies to your
Close other
temple.
door.
You better.
I will make sure.
I
that
like
go
Wagyu
get
steak
cake
instead,
delivered.
please.
What's a wagyu?
Goodbye.
Okay, I will get you
Bye.
a steak next time.
What's a wagyu?
No,
Maybe
we'll
it's a
find out.
cow that wiggles its butt. No.
A
How-
wagyu?
Wow.
Whoa.
I don't know if that was a.
I'm closing the
joke
door.
or
Okay,
just-
traveler,
or
try
an
again.
idea.
As you're closing the door, you hear Tammy going, Prime A5 cut, please. Okay, you close the door, and
What's an A5 cut?
Taking out one of my books, writing in something really quick,
Mm-hmm.
closing book.
shall I attempt again?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm sorry, we are taxing you.
this is okay. This is nothing compared to the taxation that shall come.
Oh man, they're really raising rates, eh?
There is a
Wow.
little bit of turbulence again, a little bit more of that wheezing, before travel for the chimes and announces, this time we are here.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna open the door.
Tammy's face once again.
Um,
No, this
Oh.
time it's Tammy's butt.
Okay, this time the door opens up into a vast chamber, and sitting in a beautiful stone chair at the end of it, staring quizzically at these, well, you don't know what you guys have appeared at, as staring quizzically towards you as you open the door is Hea. You see Imor's at her side, and Imor just does a sort of like, come on out gesture as Hea continues to stare.
I don't think the disguises are worth it. I'm just gonna go out as normal.
I didn't even have time to attune to mine, so this is.
done it either.
And I'll step out.
Mhm.
Character
I'm
step out.
Yep,
Yeah,
cast
Corvus
following.
joins.
watching people out.
Raziel's not going to join you for this.
Aw.
And he's going to sort of motion for Dadriel to stay behind as well. Angels, you know.
Aw.
Yeah.
And
Gifton's gonna frown for a minute, and she's gonna look in Traveler for a long moment. Nod. Let's do this.
It's easy. You just have to hook.
he's just going to start sprinting towards her.
Do.
Oh no, fuck
Yeah.
it. Gifton's gonna do it. Traveler, open the door to the ballroom.
Okay.
Oh,
Right. Another doorway opens up. And anyone glancing into it?
Sure.
I walked outside
Yeah,
already.
The half of us are already outside, so
Well,
Come
so
along, sweeties.
about a picnic.
I'm gonna go walk in and I'm gonna pick up the baby deer.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give Razem a kiss. I'll say, "Here, Razem, bring the kids."
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Frankly, I am shocked that this is happening. Shocked. I had no foreknowledge of
Uh-huh.
this.
Your mum and dad just go. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we're just trying to get Haya on our side, and you know how she loves the kids.
Yeah, things were a little rocky there.
Yeah, the cat kind of. There's a big scary cat. Didn't like it. Feel free to come along if you want.
Yeah, your mother is instantly like not wanting to come along because you just mentioned big scary cat. So no.
Yep. I'm gonna start walking out. I'm carrying Cassiopeia's baby fawn, and I'm leading out Care and Razem and the trouble squad.
Hey, if anything, just looks more critical now.
I'm gonna hand the baby deer back to Cassie. I couldn't leave it unattended.
you
This is a one-way trip.
Yeah.
Well, this is curious. Haya says, standing up from her little throne.
Sorry we're late. We kind of got a little hijacked for a few moments.
catnapped.
Hello.
And I go give Razem and Care hugs and kisses because I haven't got to see them much at all.
Actually, yeah. Do you guys want to gesture Denoran and Sadar out to Lal?
Yeah. That's why we were getting them front and center.
Okay. You gesture them out, and she actually looks legitimately confused for a moment. Why do a bunch of travelers from a strange land come along bearing a priestess of mine that I don't recognize? And you are already here. She's looking at Talal. You don't. You're wrong.
Things are a bit muddled.
My daughter, we have journeyed long to see you, and we bring messages from you that you told me to deliver. Do you trust me to do so?
She looks you over and goes, "If I informed you, you should have
This
come
is
through the
my
Sphinx
family.
ways."
This is my family. You gave me a blessing, and they are the greatest blessing that I have. I have traveled the Sphinx ways before. I come through this because of need and haste. Each Sphinx is an individual, and each has their own idea of what should and should not be. I
And
love you too much to take any risk that someone would tell me no.
once you came, are you one of mine?
I am no one's.
And yet, I deemed it fit to bless you.
You blessed me with children. You blessed me with a beautiful wife. You blessed me with your smile.
Oh.
I'm having to rein the kids in. They're like, "This is the
Yeah. A bunch of them are trying to reach out.
Reach out and touch a god.
RG will be playing defense just on any that get past. You have
Wow.
to just basically tucking them into her sash at her waist.
It is nice to know that I have something to smile about again in future. There's been little cause these past few years. What
You
message
said
do you
it-
bear for me, traveler through time?
May I approach?
Please, approach me.
We'll up and approach.
Hi, bro. Way to go.
You approach her, and she just waits patiently.
I'm gonna get close, and then I'm gonna open my arms up. I go, I was told to give you this. I'm gonna give her a hug.
She like leans back a bit. She looks caught off guard. She isn't stopping it from happening, but she's having that moment of what? But you are going to be able to embrace her.
Mhm.
And then, much as happened with Imor, you feel her shudder in your grasp.
I'm gonna pull her more tightly into the hug, trying to reassure her.
She lets out a gasp.
It's okay.
There is a brief moment where it sounds like a choked back sob.
It's okay. You remember.
And then she hugs you tightly.
Welcome back.
Well, that a relieved sigh. Oh, good. I was really worried that you were gonna unmake me there for a minute, and you would have been justified.
Father,
He's alive right now, and we'll keep him that way.
She still has that memory, though.
and they put me away, and
Yes.
And that's hopefully not going to happen.
I can stop her right now.
But we have to be careful. We don't want to turn everyone against you. That's how everything bad happens. We can't let them turn against you.
There are machinations and plans in place that are working against you and everyone else. And we are trying to slowly pull those apart so things come to light and truth.
I'm sure she remembers. Baz is here
It
too.
helps to reinstate and instill things on occasion.
Where is he?
I nod at the box. Raz, it might be safe to come out.
And Rez will peek his head around and then step on out, slowly walking up, and there's a clear look of awkwardness on his face, a little bit of shame. Yes, it's me. And she just moves up to him and very gently embraces him. And he returns it in his awkward fashion.
Oh, you have your two angels back. Well, two of them.
So how are we going to kill her?
We fix her. She wasn't in her right mind. She was a mad dog. We stop her with a crime, then she isn't guilty of anything. We never let that happen. We never let harm happen to your people like that.
It did happen, though.
It did. Well,
It did then, it hasn't now.
think of what it did to her, too, and to her people, and to the people all over the world. Everyone hurt. Everyone. It was awful. We can't let that happen. We won't let that happen.
Going to
The way to solve this is not more blood.
we're going to get to the sickness before it becomes too much for everything to handle. Going to try to hit it before it becomes something more and something greater.
We must move as a group together on this. We will need Ilan and we will need Maris. You know this.
He just hangs her head briefly and goes, right, of course.
And I'll be here. You're not alone. Is there room in your heart to forgive Ilan and Amor? Their part in all of this.
Yeah, she actually looks over at Imor and just smiles briefly and goes, "It really was."
And there's room in your heart to forgive your parents. There's room in your heart to forgive them all because you're a beautiful person. You're capable of a lot more than just anger. Don't be like other gods. Don't become one-dimensional.
Right, of course.
I know it sucks. It would be really great if you could just smash people that hurt you. Right? But
It feels so wrong.
I know. But think of what you're building for the future for your people. Think of them.
Now what?
Well, now we got to get a hold of Ilan somehow. You think
Keep
it's safe
him from grabbing Gifton and running off someplace.
Listen, there's 2 of them here now. I'm sure it's safe. Is it safe to call Ilan here? Is that going to cost too much stuff?
Wherever we gather, it's going to cause queries. So here is as good as any.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's already some attention with
2
here.
It shakes her head and goes, "It's not uncommon for one of us to visit another. 3 we can probably get away with.
4 will
Do you
be
think,
right out.
Or
Do you
we'll...
think the whole memory thing is causing like a spike energy or like that they might notice?
Imor says, "I saw nothing happening with her. I assume nothing was seen happening with me."
Oh, that's useful. At least.
But yeah, when we get the 4th, I don't think
I assume somebody will part ways at that point to make room.
I'd say I will call upon him, but frankly, he has had a softer spot for her as of late, and Imor just gestures his head towards Heya. No, he hasn't. He just likes the things I make. He likes you.
He loves you. He's told me as much. Sorry, Archie, what were you saying?
Archer's just gonna say he's a bit of a bleeding heart. He probably does care for you a lot.
Mm.
I mean, in a nice way.
When I first met him, he begged my forgiveness for what he did. And he bawled his eyes out, telling me how horrible of a person he was because he hurt such a precious person as Hea. And how much he wanted to be forgiven for that. I did not like to see him cry. Dadriel would be my witness if you don't believe me.
I am also your witness.
Yes, and Carrick.
Of course I do. And he's just going to close her eyes and, before cracking one open again, glancing at you all and going, "You want him now?"
Sure.
Yes, please.
And he comes in.
Oh, I should have probably tended to my wound first, I say suddenly.
Captain, come here.
Yeah, come here. No, I'm gonna cast heal on myself.
No,
It's fine.
Captain.
I can cast healing spells.
The gods look very amused by what's happening here.
I'm doing this.
I'm gonna wrap you in bandages.
Hey, is like lifting a hand, going like, I could
I
just
got this.
okay.
Just let it. Just let them get it out. Just let them get it out.
Let me do this. I've got
Standing
it.
there, let the other 2 deal with it. He doesn't care. He's injured.
So, how are you?
I already have all this stuff out. Carrick, get over here.
You come over here. I'm comfortable here.
No.
Oh, for pity's sake, be healed. Imor just sort of says,
You just let me heal the people that I'm responsible for.
Alex, do you want this guitar back?
Oh, that is a very nice guitar.
no, you
The lead.
you can keep it.
Thank you.
Right, yeah, so that's nice that Corvus did that, but everybody go ahead and take the full benefits of a full rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please be right before Corvus successfully does that, thusly accidentally wasting something.
Oh, that's mean.
Oh yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Would know that for the rest of the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. So there we go.
A bunch of Hexenreich curses. Now.
I like a little refresh. Ah, good. I didn't want him to see me all, hurt.
Thank you.
I just gotta look at Corvus and immediately go, language.
Yeah.
I think that would probably trigger his instincts a bit worse if he saw me injured.
That was my brother's name.
Your brother was.
Hevday?
Probably that's
Was this-
strongest fire words you said.
Was that Hevday or was that one of the others?
One of the other.
No, there was one that was a curse word.
Yeah, one of my names was a string of
Yeah.
cursing
Yeah.
curse
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, but he said his brother, so I was wondering.
Yeah, it applied to a few of them.
I probably expected Hevday because I mean,
Yeah.
it's Hevday.
Different string of curse words for different
Hey,
ones.
Multiple destinations.
goes, shall I ask him to come now?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Uncle, I could really do with your company right now. There's some important stuff going on. Your brother's here. And sort of cracks her eye open. Yeah.
I think it helps if you clap.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, but that's what I. Oh,
All of a sudden,
Covered.
poof.
it helps when I clap.
That's your special thing.
Oh, okay.
How we know it's you. Razio says, leaning in.
Oh, is that how we know? It's not my voice I see. I thought I had an extremely musical voice. It was very noticeable, but now I know it's the clapping.
It's both.
Most people don't know to do your clapping thing.
Mm.
What do you mean, guys?
Emerging from nothingness, accompanied by the smell of forest, including some of the unpleasant smells of decay in the forest, pleasant flowers, moss,
Rain.
yeah, just about everything that encompasses nature that you could think of. Emerges Illan. Illan does not look like a kind farmer. Illan looks like barely clothed, some leather loinclothing that doesn't really cover much. Has a look of a savage wood elf about him.
Sharp teeth.
Sharp teeth. Vicious looking eyes. Long claw-like nails. And just immediately sets about looking at Imor with hatred.
I'm just gonna rush over and hug him.
You rush over to hug him, and he leaps backwards, looking ready to scream at you, lunge at you. It's hard to tell, but then his eyes go wide at the side of you, and as you approach him, you just hear him go, "Lalasil." No. What is this? What is this? And he's immediately looking at Imor and Heya, and Heya's putting her hands up and goes, They're friends. They're friends. Please, Uncle.
Helen, please. I'm gonna take out the music box.
What's happening?
I'm gonna open it up. Does it start to play any music?
It does. It starts to play a beautiful tune that you don't recognize. But immediately you see a look of absolute heartbreak on his face. And he just sort of gingerly reaches a hand out to the music box.
I'll offer it to him.
How do you have this? And he's just taking it away from you and hugging it to his chest as it plays.
I have something else for you as well if you want it. And I'm gonna start into my bag and I'm gonna pull out the sapling.
He actually takes a few moments to even look up towards it, so focused on this box.
Look at me and you know what I carry.
It just means she's actually gone.
Dadriel?
The trio will come on out, stepping forward, and you see a look of recognition go across Sidon's face. What is this? What is this?
I need your help. Please?
This is to make things right.
He looks at the sapling, which I assume you're holding out to him.
Yeah.
And he...
I can't promise that it won't hurt, but I'm here. And I'm not going anywhere.
He very slowly reaches out and snatches the sapling away from you, like an animal trying to take a treat from a strange human, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And as he does, that pain on his face fades, replaced with thousands and thousands of years of memory of learning to cope and hide it. He doesn't shudder like the others did. He doesn't show any emotion. He just masks it. A look of tiredness familiar on his face. And then he just gives you a faint little smile.
I'm gonna go and try and give him a hug again.
He will allow you this time. A gentle arm wrapping around you in return. Gifton does not smell good.
Gifton don't care. She hangs around with Delias. It's not that
That's
bad.
true.
This isn't new. Also, everyone has lots of body odor when you're very little.
Second there, I thought you were going to say she hangs around with dingus.
Yeah.
Also, I went through.
Take a shot at someone in the party.
I was there for Raziel's drunk phase. He didn't
Yeah.
know.
He hugs you gently in return, and he looks to the other two gods here and goes, "I take it you remember as well?" And they nod. And Imor actually moves over and just puts a gentle hand on his brother's shoulder. You remember? Now we know what we have to do. Then just looks at the music box, sighing softly to himself. I'm sorry if my reaction hurt. I didn't.
You don't need to apologize for anything.
That's so untrue. Would you mind if I kept this?
Oh, of course you can keep it.
It vanishes from his hands. Apparently, moved somewhere. And as he starts to stand up straight, him brushing himself down, you see clothes appearing. Him as well taking on a familiar visage. Apparently, trying to be of more comfort.
You don't have to dress up for me.
Would like it if you had a bath, though.
doing it as much for myself as I am for you. Need to remember
Right.
that I can be civilized.
All right. Well, last person we need to grab is Miris.
How are we going to do that? Considering you'll know, he'll know, they'll know.
What do you mean?
The fact that they deign not to hand you anything. How do you want to do this?
Well,
I do have one thing from them.
Oh, that's right. You do.
You're gonna throw the hat at him.
I have a book.
This is true. You do have a book.
we could go the back way in.
Raphael suddenly
know-
looks very, very tired and he goes, the book better not have been a plan of his.
That book would be hilarious. See, this is why you
Isn't
didn't give us anything. All right, but we do know something that no one else knows, and it would be a blind spot to the other gods. The
That is true.
island off
The tower.
Barast, the
Yes.
tower,
Yep.
the beacon, the lighthouse. It is preserved underground, and Miris is using it as a base.
Served underground can't be.
It is.
We destroyed it.
It's
It's there.
You think you destroyed it?
Oh, I'm quite sure we destroyed it. Made it crumble.
Again,
Oh,
Miris,
illusions.
Also,
jazz hand.
if something's crumbling and it gets sucked underground, it can still keep its shape.
Well, it's also
you
quite. But
probably
he,
crumbled it, but you sucked it underground while it was crumbling,
may ha-
so it made it look like you did destroy it.
he may have rebuilt it, but I promise you, it's there.
It has some tweaks.
We're certainly not aware of it, so I suppose it is as good a place as any.
The other option is we get Lucy or current time Raz.
As
But I
much
don't
as
know if
I
current
hate
time
to say
Raz
it,
has the
Lucifer
chance
would
to
be a
get
better
all the-
choice than me.
Yeah, because I don't think you don't get you don't contact your father. Your father contacts you.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. Can we request for Lucifer to come visit?
And if not, the tower.
I'll have one of mine contact him. Imor says,
But would it also be prudent, Raz, for Lucifer to you be in the box?
No, I think this is good for Lucy to see him.
yes.
Just thinking precautionary, but all right.
It'll lend credence to what we say.
It's hardly going to stab me automatically, so I think we should be good to explain. At least I
Especially
hope
not in front of a
so.
bunch of gods.
He kind of went ballistic that one time.
Mhm.
When? What?
I mean, to be fair, that was an entirely different scenario.
All right. Carrot resumes. My little sweeties, let's get you all back in the scary box.
Big
I
sister
know.
hair now.
Big sister Haya probably doesn't want to babysit, does she?
I can give everybody a quick hug though.
Okay, go get a big
yeah.
hug.
And she lets them all sort of mob her for a second, giving very
hope
gentle
she
little
just-
pats in return.
I hope
Mhm.
she's not giving them all blessings in the same actions.
No,
So
no.
where
I
were
didn't say
you
anything.
hiding them?
Yeah.
So why were you hiding them?
Why didn't you tell us you brought your family?
Because I didn't want anybody else doing the same.
A little late on that one.
Listen, I can't plan for acts of RG Alira. I am intending to stay in the past. It was a promise I made to my lord and lady. I will not be returning.
What?
You too.
Me too.
Well, at least we'll have company.
I'm very surprised to hear this, Razio says.
Oh, very surprised. You weren't there at all when Mirith
Shocked.
brought it up. It was agreed that the gods, the young godlings that I carried growing up here in the past, would help things with the Dreamer in the future. And as Corvus has said, we're running out of time, so
And
you're
building
going to
more
need them.
towards a failing future possible.
Right.
So
More
I-
things to stir up that weren't there.
it's gonna be fine, Carrick. Broad strokes. All right, let's
Are
get
you
my
just
little
gonna give-
sweeties inside.
I'm just gonna give Givna a hug.
You're able to herd the family back in.
Mhm.
As you're doing so, as you're starting to come back out, there's a flutter of wings, and Lucifer, who a few of you saw not 10 years ago, looks like they're in the same post.
Lucy.
And they sort of look at you and go, "Ah, vaguely familiar person."
Yeah, how you doing, brother? Good trip?
What's happening?
I think you have confused him by brother.
Yeah.
No, I have.
great
There's no way I
start.
could. No way I could confuse the grandest actor I know. We
So,
need your
Father's
parents?
expecting you.
Probably.
Who?
Oh wait,
Fa-
was
fa-
that the
I'm sorry.
declarative
Do I
statement?
refer to them as mother? As you know me.
Mother, father. I don't know.
Mirrors.
Miris, yes. Listen,
Sure.
sometimes she's my sister, sometimes she's my brother. I don't understand what their context would
Parental
be in
unit.
that way. But yeah, so I guess this isn't really that exciting to you.
Are we going
Oh, it's
to?
very exciting to me because I don't know what's happening.
Well,
isn't
Lucy,
that the joy of it?
that's Raz, but not the Raz that you know, but that's Raz.
Kind of the Raz there now.
Kind of the Raz you know,
I
but a lot of the Raz
saw
you know.
Rez not a few hours ago.
That's not that Raz.
Is it the other
mean,
Raz?
It is the same Raz. It's just one of these Razes.
It's not
One
like
better than the other.
Actually, can we stop explaining about the Raz? I've confused myself.
Now you feel like Corvus when we were talking about time earlier.
Yes, I do. I do feel like Corvus. We were talking about that earlier. But yeah, I
See,
presume
it's not that hard to get lost.
So we-
okay?
Marissa is offering an audience.
Miris is indeed offering an audience if you would all like to join him in the secret tower.
Oh, were you spying on our conversation? We literally just talked about the secret tower.
Of course they're spying on it.
I was just saying, my guess is Mirrors was, if nobody else.
How does Maris know that we know about the secret tower? We haven't been there yet.
I'm sure that Miris will be happy to explain.
Wonderful.
He actually turns and very politely bows to the three other gods here. Of course, your sibling asks that you join as well if you are available.
Are we about to see all of them very
All right.
soon?
I don't think we should move Traveler right now. Should
Going in a time way, we're just
yeah, but we didn't go in a time way last time, and it nearly shook apart.
well, that's also because we had someone drag us out too.
There's other sphinxes.
Emil goes,
I-
if it's the old island that the tower is on, I can get us there.
All right.
so we're fine just leaving. It turns around and sees what the box actually is now.
The box is basically the an extra statue in here.
A newly commissioned statue, good Heya.
None will
Hey,
intrude here.
I was gonna say this is like her private sanctum. I think we're okay. You don't mind having a bunch of people you kind of like in a box in your room, right?
No, that's fine. They'll be safe.
Okay.
Right.
I'm thinking of that.
Emil will wave a hand, and an archway is going to appear just in the stonework. Very simple, little silvery inlay, which will open up into a portal. More comfortable than Angel Travel, I think.
I'm
Yeah, that
still
right.
learning.
Right.
I'm gonna grab Ilan's hand and start leading him through with me.
Right. Ilum will happily hold your hand as you can all start traveling through. And yes, you do step out onto the island that, 100 or so years from now, you'll leave a cheeky note in a secret lair here.
And we come through, and Maris is just holding said cheeky note, waving it at us.
There is no cheeky note. However, there is a raised part of that structure. It's almost like you can see these almost corkscrew-like indentations in the stonework of this tower, as if it's rotated upwards slightly, exposing a doorway.
Oh, we found the way you're supposed to enter in.
Told you.
Rather than digging through the floor, the ceiling, yeah.
Yeah,
That's nice.
We got there.
Yeah. It's heading down, I guess.
I would have loved to have seen this place.
Direction to start heading towards the door.
Right. You can head towards the door, and you can make your way in, and immediately it's familiar. This is essentially the entryway you found by digging.
With the statue in the middle.
Bad statue.
Yep.
The bad statue with the bad music.
The bad music. Notably, as you come through here, there are coverings covering all of the images on the walls. Basically drapery.
Shame we've already seen all of it.
And as you walk on down, you arrive at that bottom floor, that sort of workspace. And
was it still hollow? The center.
Yep, the center is still hollow. Yep, that illusionary work is still up. But as you arrive at the bottom, there's that machine again, although far less complete than when you last saw it. And there is Miris sitting at a workbench. And as you all sort of step down, he just, without even turning to look at you all, just sort of motions up back over his shoulder with his hand as if like, come on in. And then he goes, Telday?
Yes.
You've got something for me, I think. And he sort of like opens and closes his hand.
I will take the book, flip through it for a second or two, shrug.
I didn't know you want to.
I was just going to have some time to look through it too.
Or it's finally time.
There's never enough time.
My glasses.
Hand it over.
My glasses.
You put it in Maris's hands, and they seem to flick through it for a second, just a real quick, like little page ruffle, before they just toss it onto their desk and stand up to turn to face you. With a smile, goes, all caught up now.
Wonderful.
Great. Cool.
Oh,
It's been a Maris plot the entire time.
is it
Well,
always?
yes. Did you not realize that?
And just to answer some questions ahead of time of how I know that he'd be here and so on,
Don't be.
I
putting those
think you're...
additives in there.
I'm pretty sure you're all quite aware that I've communed with the Dreamer, yes?
Yes.
A non-linear entity.
Yes.
I'm clapping.
Are you praying, Gifton?
No. Well, I'm just.
Sounds like you're praying.
It's like a sweet answered prayer, okay? It's just very happy with everything right now.
Right, so, saving my dear sister and all of my siblings.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope we have more of a plan to it than that.
I wish.
Well,
First step was to just do this.
We've got all the Faramir with us. Well, mostly. We've got all the research and stuff that they were doing.
Oh,
We've got the thing for anchoring the heavens. We're gonna have a bunch more gods.
That's all. Yes, I know about the gods. Good stuff there.
Throwing out what we have.
Which part?
Also, we do know one thing. The first dragons started to come back to this world around the time that Echo was lashing out in her cell and yelled for her brother.
Hmm.
And then about 20 years later, they flew all the way here. So
it's
what
going
if
to take
we-
some time if we try to utilize those.
No, but we make sure Echo never does that, because that triggers the worst part of the madness, right?
So we just don't deal with the first dragons at all.
Yes, we don't. Well, we can deal with them in hopefully a different way.
I just a quick thing.
Hmm?
We have our Echo.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is another echo locked up in the cells.
Yes.
Yeah.
That just means 20 years before our current time we go
We're currently
there.
we're gonna have 2 Raziels and 2 Dadriels and 2 Echoes.
Potentially,
Which
I
will
mean,
me.
depends whether she wants to live a mortal lifespan or not, really. And then when you go get the other one. Oh, existential dread. That's new.
Don't know.
It's fun.
Oh,
Not fun.
I
dying.
went through about 1,000 years of
No,
it.
no,
Non-existence.
no, stop it. No.
Echo, please.
What?
Would y'all just calm down?
Oh, that was Echo. Okay, I thought
It's an
that was
engaging
Mirror for a minute
concept.
there. Anyway, it is very interesting, but the plan might need to shift around a bit. We need to make things work, and we need to make sure certain things never don't work. Like, if I go get Dadriel and the Spark to shore up how many extra gods we have to help brace the gods when they go through forward in time so they don't die when the Dreamer wakes up, I need assurances that that water's still going to be there for Carrick's grandmother. That healing water kept her going for years, and I would not risk it.
We can guarantee that, Hare says. I mean, we could
Good.
juice it up further.
All right. Because I would like to make sure that she's going to be okay. Because that's... I will not risk Carrick's family.
If we retrieve Dadriel before you did, we'll make sure that he's fine.
Mm-hmm. I guess the question is, are we fighting the first dragons? Are we containing the first dragons? And how do we get
But the plan
Morgani...
was to continue with Tiamat, which would require them.
I'm prepared for Tiamat, but it's not the only option. With me
Didn't you
saying
mention
in the
the-
past the gods can be anchored in a different way. Maybe we can find a way so we're so far back she's not insane yet.
I will admit I do much prefer the idea of not melding my sister with some other entities, if at all possible. Mira sort of waves a hand a bit. But I suppose we do have time to figure it out.
We also will need alliances of the other gods. 4 is not enough to win the vote.
What is the vote that we're going to be asked to be cast?
I don't know.
Dealing with Morgani.
Mm-hmm.
I think what we do rather hinges on how willing she is.
Is
So you,
is Morgani now in a state where she can be talked?
yes.
Yes, she's quite sane and able.
And that is something that we as all of us have never been able to even broach upon.
He might come up with an idea.
She
I mean-
actually may have an idea for us. That is right.
And she might understand what's driving her insane. Does anybody know what's driving her insane? We say it's
The separation of
the
her.
separation, the separation of her children from her. But why is it when they come back she goes insane?
Worse.
Is it that they are going somewhere and spreading insanity to her?
But it seems like they don't want that. The ones that we've dealt with. They
And the
want
ones that we have are saying that if they unify into Tiamat, she
It'll
becomes
stabilize.
stable.
Because parts of her are missing.
yes. But she's been
What-
that way for a very long time.
What
This isn't
fills the
something-
holes in someone when they don't have something? I mean-
Paranoia.
Well, I mean, you think of what she might be missing. If it's tied to them, I mean, it seems odd that if the physical is her physical form type, I don't know what the best way to describe it. You'd figure she wouldn't have a fully physical form then. But I'm guessing she does, because
Yes.
someone would have noticed the oddity.
It's more like not giving up full aspects of yourself, just part of them, you know?
Mhm.
But, I mean, it is a good question. Why, if the separation is what causes it, does it not always cause it?
And she's already starting to go mad, and it happened after Lawlessel died. Did it happen?
Those-
Did it happen last cycle at all? Any sign of it?
We've always reset before this point. Before that point, I should say. Cycles have never gone on that long.
We were told by the dreamer she is the closest to him,
It.
although I don't know to them. I don't know if that's true with what you know, Miris.
It's quite
But-
true.
Maybe the closest to the dreamers was getting her?
Maybe as the dreamer gets
Maybe the madness of the dragon is just a symptom of that?
As the dreamer becomes more conscious of what's occurring, it
basement.
spurs on a response.
Could when the closer the dreamer is, the less the basement holds, and being the closest to the dreamer, she's getting the brunt.
She's getting all that anger that's down there.
We know it seems
And she may not
twisting
even
things
realize
down
it.
there.
Oh my gosh, all those things down there.
She
Maybe
may not
that's
be even conscious of those things, of those feelings, but it's just a
And
presence, a pressure.
you mentioned the last time in our current time you saw different. What exactly did you see? You said the light. What else?
It was just a light. It was like a dawning sun or a setting sun. It had, when I first saw it, it was excitement, it was intrigue, it was beautiful, it was like a fresh new take on something and learning something for the first time, a grasp of new knowledge. But when I decided to draw closer to it, that's when it started to feel painful. It started to feel uneasy. It started to feel
Was there anything different besides the light?
the empty was less. It was not as full.
maybe full.
You've There's always been a layer of a semi-solid fluid. Muck.
Oh yeah, the shoulder high stuff. I don't like that.
Yeah, that was barely even there.
Oh wow.
Is that tied to the basement?
Yes, Mira says it's the veil between them.
So
So
The
the lack
veils-
of a veil, the more leaking the basement becomes.
is she absorbing it?
If that's
And
what's
whatever
happening.
the in your conversations with the Dreamer Mirrors, has there ever been anything discussion about a light on the horizon?
No lights, but I mean, the Dreamer has always held that merging with its Morgani's children helped her.
Gifton,
Yes.
didn't you say one time when you used the Oculus you saw the Dreamer instead of
Yeah, they're really cool.
You saw an eye, if I'm not mistaken.
I saw the Dreamer. They have a big bulbous fed face.
Was
It's like
we're
that.
talking
It
about?
goes on
Was
for
there
like ever.
any odd light?
Just their bright eye. It was so big and orange and red and golden and pretty. It was so nice.
Does that fit the description of your light?
The light was. It was in the weird spectrum.
It was multi-spectrum, yes.
Yeah, it was every color and all colors.
Which Gifton can't perceive.
And those are colors that I don't think Gifton is able to perceive. I think I perceive it through this guy.
I wonder.
Oh, so if you gave other people here one of those, maybe we can perceive it in the empty?
Maybe.
Well, you said that.
If it is that enables it, then yeah.
It wasn't there now. I didn't see it now.
Oh, so it's not there now?
No.
Okay.
Miras, I didn't experiment too much with magic. Can magic be used in here without interference?
Oh, yes.
Carrick should pull out the Oculus. If the empty's normal, or well, what we're used to.
Normal for the empty, yes.
You can see that spectrum currently. You have one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Do you try the same thing that Gifton used with the Oculus and see if you can see the eye and see if it matches?
What did you do, Gifton?
I think it was a scrying.
Give me a second as I look on my character sheet.
I have scrying prepared.
I apologize. Hey, I don't know if you can just create those.
Bet she could summon one. She's really talented.
I can make them. Would you would like one?
I actually have a question for the gods in this entire scenario. In the past, what has precipitated you all to decide to reset?
That's my bad. I instilled into us a natural fear
of the Dreamer
of the Dreamer and a sense of time and foreboding.
If you give me a day, I can try the scrying. It's not something that's scribed on the metal in my arm.
I mean, if we're also looking for resources to use, I have figured out how to utilize a lot of that nastiness down there. Not sure how handy it'd be, but
We have some of that metal from the Dreamer with us.
Yeah, and we're free of this at this point. The spirituals,
unfortunately,
not even in the works, anyways.
Unfortunately, I think our best help are Morgani herself. As clever as my plans are, she has always been the brightest of us.
And
Did we see if she would come here?
It would actually be nice to get her take on this since she's been ostracized in all of these dealings.
I also understand that she probably won't listen to us.
Probably not to me, because I kind of hated all things magical at one point in my life.
I mean the fact that we're mortal, my dear.
That too.
Of all of us, I think I'd be
kind of the ant yelling at the bull.
I'd be
But hey,
probably the closest
these
being
four
of
are.
blood, technically.
Yes, but they're
yes,
very
you're the guy.
kind.
We don't even know if not Miras, Morgani is.
So
None of us know
what do
anything
you-
about Morgani. Besides,
I mean, I know some. I kind of am
right
married
from
to a priest's daughter.
from
I
what
just
the
know she
teachings and
hates Fae.
doctrines were
But
as
what do
an
you
individual.
what are you thinking, Gifted? You mentioned they're nice, so it sounds like you think of someone else.
I'm saying our four here are nice, and Hevos was kind to us because he wanted to prove to his daughter that he could do better.
Yes.
But we do not have those alliances now. We don't have those alliances to defend us.
Yeah, I don't know
So
if he'd be as amicable on that one, given
if we
what
bring, if we ask to bring Morgani here, and I'm not saying that we have any say over what the gods do. I flash a smile. They're gods; they can do what they want. But if we do ask to bring Morgani here, we need to mind our tongues and respect what's going on.
Yes,
Because there's decorum.
Yes.
not quite as informal as we've all become.
Yes. So, and that would be that's the reminder I would give, and myself and Dadriel would be a point of contention.
If she does show up and we do ask her to come, is she actually going to be like a big dragon?
That's where we ask her to appear.
Like
Yes.
you a lot.
They're gods. They can appear how they wish.
Mm-hmm.
Do I become an issue in all of this?
You shouldn't. You would probably be a boon. You're very attractive. You're a
Should
dragon.
be very, very discreet because I technically don't exist.
Frankly, the
I'm
biggest
I mean-
issues are you two, and Miris is going to point at you, unfortunately, Gifton, and you, Cassie. Simply for the Fey influences. And I'm not sure she'll pick it up with you, Telday. You're not really showing that.
I am under disguise. Tap my nose that isn't
I
there.
think Carrick would be the strongest influence of positivity because I think everybody can kind of get that wave off of him. What is it about you? You are just
Pheromones?
amazing, Carrick. You disarm everybody. It's amazing.
He never let me do an exam on him, so I don't know.
I guess the better question is, would it be better for me to be as I am or to take a more draconic form?
I think
around her?
Draconic would honor her better.
Can we not in here, though? Miris says.
Yes, I'm looking around.
Oh,
I'm like,
come
yeah, no.
on. Her tower could
Oh.
use a little bit of scraping.
I don't know if I'd be easily
More
able
the
to get out the
space.
door. Yes, it might be best to meet
All right,
her on top.
where would you like to meet her?
I think we should do it in here. You can stay in the half dragon form, show your wings, be proud. She'll be able to see
Down
your
at the table.
true form anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Can we sit in the mortal table or the grown-up table?
We're just going to.
Jingus is kind of a dragon. Jingus, do you want to, maybe you be in front of mommy, okay?
Dingus, who was in the midst of trying to lick his own eye, pauses and goes, Mimi?
Yeah, you gotta be a
his
big,
daily
pretty
fight.
dragon?
Dingus looks around at all of the delicate equipment, then starts bobbing his head.
No, not big yet, but I mean, you act proud. Be proud of who you are, okay?
Dingus puffs his chest out.
Would your pseudo dragon form help, or is it just better for her?
I think she's
not
gonna
around?
know what I am, regardless of what I do.
There's one benefit. She is a scholar. She is not the violent sort, naturally.
Can we bring Valda in on this, you think?
Pros and cons.
I will
She
say
is
this:
a
the one
dragon.
time
I'm in
I've
favor.
had any interaction with, well, the 2 times I've had any interaction with her, I've gotten very bad vibes from her.
From Valda?
Who?
From
We've had
Morgani.
no interactions with
We've
We've
had
had
no
no
interactions with Morgani.
Well, technically,
I
we've
have.
had a tried to be murdered from Morgani, but
Oh no, she thanked me for saving the soul of one of her men from
Yeah,
being
she did.
transformed into.
Oh,
no.
I didn't know about that.
I cast didn't tell anyone because
I'm saying in character. I'm saying I didn't know about that to you.
yeah, that was right after one showed up and he proceeded to consume the soul of.
Wait, you
One of the
stopped one from
Hexerighters.
saving somebody?
He wasn't saving them; he was consuming their soul.
No, he was capturing their soul and making sure it doesn't go to her heaven.
You interfered
Oh, I
with
get
what?
it.
Well, the fact that he begged me to let him go and to help him.
Those
A crazy.
people are crazy.
Hair's just putting her face into her hands briefly and goes, trying to save them from being consumed by a mad dragon goddess.
She thanked you because you fed her.
Well, so let's set up at the table here. All right, we're all gonna be polite, and we're all gonna
I'm
not.
sorry, but I'm going to apologize right now. That was my angry phase. I apologize.
We're all gonna sit at the table. We're all gonna be very polite. I think we should bring Velda in because she's smart,
Agreed.
and she is somebody I think that could be respected. So I'm gonna go get Valda.
We do have 2 other dragons.
I think that might actually upset them more to see a Dracolich than to just see a normal Lich. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to ask Miras and hear
Actually,
more.
let's not bring the undead into this, I think.
Okay, so no Valda?
No, Valda.
All right.
Let's get our gradual stepping stones out of the way first.
All right, I'm gonna carefully pick up Dingus and set him down next to Carrick. You be in the middle,
I'm gonna
closer
think it's
to
in the head.
her. Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna go on the end and sit quiet.
Is there any other way we could make ourselves more welcoming?
Probably not.
She's gonna be looking for manipulation, so try not to hide anything.
Yes, especially with an invitation from me.
She's going to be suspecting everything that we do is a Miras implication, I assume.
But
Which
none
it
of
might-
us are ever deceitful or hiding of anything, ever. Like
I lie
Corvus.
all the time.
The
Yes.
GM, can I make her the general to figure out things I should definitely not do?
Sure.
Okay.
Wow. Honestly,
Because I figure there's probably a certain.
there isn't actually a whole lot of taboos
Okay.
in Morgani's religion beyond her seeming distaste of the Fae. She's fairly neutral on most things. She doesn't like secrets being spilt.
Oh,
Being spilt, not the fact that they
Mhm.
exist, but she doesn't like them being spilt. Okay.
Secrets are something to be treasured and hoarded.
Mm.
dragon.
All right.
Good to put my ring on.
Right.
Just, I'll be honest, I don't know if Carrick had it on or off, but I'm declaring it's on now.
On and masking.
Gonna
Yes, because I don't know if you can see through that or not. I figure she probably can, but it's an attempt at looking like a secret.
I'm going to look over at the gods and go, we put it in your capable hands.
Okay.
Wings are out,
If we're
by the
doing
way.
secrets, should I put my disguise on? Like dissuader?
I wouldn't put any disguises on. I'm just with where I got the ring and
His may be more fitting for
Yes.
the interaction.
I am
Okay,
having the wings
well.
out. Actually, curiosity. I'm gonna try to get a dragon tail. I mean, I hang out. I literally spend most of the time at home with someone who has one. Am I able to manifest my tail?
Go ahead and give me a charisma check. I'm gonna say he's trying to focus. You can't do it that roll.
Okay.
So Talia is the tail of the household.
Well, no, she's a proper half dragon, so she had it. I'm technically not a proper half
I was
dragon.
making a joke.
Basically, it's the trickiness of altering the form. Once you got it out, easy. Put it back away. That'd be hard.
Yeah, I figured, but I was like, yeah, we'll attempt. It's worth a try
Yeah.
every time.
I'm
The
sitting
wings are
in my
very
chair.
obvious, so.
Alright.
I will, out of courtesy, take off my ring of human guys, and I'll just sit up on the table.
All right.
Pointless disguise anyway.
Miris closes his eyes for a second. He seems to be gesturing with his hands as if in conversation, not actually uttering.
Oh, I like to guess what he's saying. Oh, dearest sister, will you come visit me? No, it's not a trick. No, it's not like last time. Listen,
You notice
those
his hand
boxes were
movements are starting to
funny.
mimic what you're saying.
Those boxes were funny.
I brought
No,
cake this time.
I don't mind that a few priests lost their hands. That was funny. Listen,
What
you just don't know
is
a good
funny?
joke.
A rumbling voice says from behind you, Gifton, as appearing to you all, a tall woman, her I almost said fur, that's the wrong word, her skin.
She's a fluffy dragon.
Oh no, it's Gifton's
explains-
weakness. A
Well, that
tall
explains
woman.
Dingus being
Dingus is going
bet.
big.
Her
Boy.
skin dotted with scales of various hues and shininess. A sort of rainbowish pattern travelling down her form. A large, spread out pair of wings behind her, a long, thick tail curling around her legs, clad in what is for the era a very fancy gown. To you guys, looks actually fairly basic. You got to remember the time period you're in.
I've outdressed her.
Yes. And a multitude of horns curling from her head, a pair sort of curling around, cupping up under her chin, another set above those sort of pointing straight back, another thing set at the top, sort of curling upwards slightly. There is Morgani in the flesh.
Gonna bow.
I'm-
also bow.
Let's stand up and then bow.
Bow as best I can.
They
Curtsy.
do the horse bow.
Artiel follows
Courtesy.
suit for bowing.
Their eyes pass over you all, lingering briefly on Carrick, then settling back to Gifton, and staring oh so intensely. Curious one.
Okay. Slowly
Why
step
don't you two-
behind Dingus. Feeling safer by the minute.
Dingus bobs his head at Morgani.
Nudge Carrick. Why don't you take the leap?
You say, I heard take the lady, and
Take the leap.
Heed the words of
Lead.
these mortals,
Lead.
sister. They know what they speak of.
Quick, no one correct his
Morgani
grammar.
stares at Miris briefly before her eyes settle back on the group of you. Unspeaking, just waiting.
Thank you for attending this meeting with us. We come in search of a way to prevent you from being driven to madness. Unfortunately, we do not know what the cause is exactly.
Am I to
But we
believe that
wish
I
it-
have some malady?
We do not know if you do at this time, but you eventually do, and it becomes to the point of driving even the other dragons and your worshippers to madness also.
For a child of mine, your words are quite nonsensical.
I have not always been the best at explaining my thoughts. I apologize.
Am I going to receive
Yes,
some clarity here, or should I depart?
Someone, feel free to jump in, Gary's not the best.
Great, Morgani.
How many
Hmm.
cards
Yeah.
are we looking to throw on the
It's-
table?
It speaks.
That's in character, by the way. Arju's looking going.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
I was going to ask what did RG say because I didn't hear you.
Arju asked, how many cards are we looking to throw on the table?
I would guess all of them.
Yes, I do not think anything being held back.
We're from 10,000 years in the future. When up there your kids come, you go crazy, you murder Hevos, along with attacking every other god. And we are trying to figure out a way to stop you from going crazy and make it so a lot of bad shit doesn't happen.
Everybody can give me insight checks if they want.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Talday's the one to get it, though.
Nope.
I technically have double advantage, but
Come
does
on.
nothing.
Come on.
I have
Come on,
advantage
character
against
sheet.
dragons.
Why did I close you? Why did I do this? I hate it when I do this to myself.
For some reason, roll 20 is being really
Wow.
slow for me.
Nice.
Screw you all. Insight's the one thing I'm kind of good at.
Looking for a reroll.
High five, Gifton.
Yeah.
I'm half
Guys,
tempted to
proud of
roll
you.
a 10
I
on
should
mine,
really
but
better than damn 4.
Listen, I'm scared of the dragon goddess.
I'm sticking with my roll. I see nothing wrong with the 27.
Okay.
if it failed, I'm willing to re-roll, but I don't.
There
think
is
it failed.
not failures, there's degrees of information. So it's up to you if you want to reroll or not.
I can't. I can only re-roll
Yeah.
on fails. So.
Alright, so those that rolled below 35, it's not particularly trying to mask any of this. So basically any rolls above 20 would have gotten it, so that's everybody. You see her gaze settle on Hea with a disapproving look when time travel was mentioned. They drift over to Miris with a very distrusting look, as a lot of this is explained as if, what game are you playing? And then they settle on Imor, and you see that look on her face going, you wouldn't be here if it was a game. Well, finally, they drift back to the group of you, and Gifton, you can make out something on her face suggests that she has reason to believe this, and it makes her uncomfortable. As if she already has some inkling that there's something wrong with her.
Mhm.
So, traveling
You
the
know-
passage of time.
You know what we say is true. You feel it.
Do not presume to know what I feel and know.
Can we stop playing like the posturing fucking game and actually work towards like finding solutions? You can smite me if you want, but like we're trying to make things better and trying to like be posturing about it isn't helping anybody.
Pick better company next time, siblings. And Morgani departs.
Well, that could have gone much worse.
Could have gone far better.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
So much for the warning of be civil.
I'm sorry.
Well, not the greatest, but
Yes, and now we have a problem.
Because now she would be actively fighting against anything we do.
maybe, maybe not. She heard the words. She was insulted, but she heard the words.
She didn't dismiss them. She dismissed us, but not the words.
Oh, gee, how much can I convince you to try an apology? Earnest or not?
I can try.
She's not going to reappear. Have to do it in some ritualistic manner, perhaps. Find a shrine of hers.
The Eye of Morgani on the Verass continent.
That would work. On the most holy sites.
You mean
on the
Hexamecon, right?
Yeah.
And there's the
No,
mountain.
there's the.
Oh yeah, there is the Brassian one.
There's the Brassian one. That's
Yeah,
the one
but
I
it's
was
not the
mentioning.
eye.
No, but
The mountain.
it's the mirrored version of the Eye of Morgani. It's another holy site.
I don't know the conditions at this time. I was told it is difficult, but I'm guessing that is more for us mortals than other things.
What sort of ritual would you do to beg forgiveness from the god of magic?
An offering of knowledge at a holy site. A secret for only her to know. Do you have anything like that?
Are you just gonna be staring at hands? Does it have to be a secret that's specific for a thing, or just like a personal one?
Just one that only you and her would be aware of. Of more important, the better.
So definitely do not tell us.
Yeah, what's the secret, Archie?
That out of character in character.
That's out of character.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I could see Mirrors doing that. So what's the secret?
Out of character, her secret is that she heavily regrets killing the priest in Colthwaite, but given the chance, she'd do it again.
And, well, just apologizing for the insult, I suppose, while offering them up.
Do we all need to do it, or just Sergi?
Just Archie, I think.
So I guess I was going there.
Yes, it would be best to wait for nightfall when the eye is actually visible.
Mm-hmm.
So, other plans?
Yeah, other plans. I gotta go get Adriel, maybe. Other Spark. We have a lot of Fermirians that we need to relocate. It'd be helpful if you guys had some ideas on that.
Well, Familiar location.
We're not guaranteed.
I'd be willing to put some up. Mir says.
The Isle of Firmir?
What?
The Isle of Firmir?
Out of Firmir?
Yeah, we're on a big island, aren't we?
Oh, you were suggesting
here?
that we set
This
up
is
here.
kind of a whole.
No, they can't live here. No, I mean in my land.
Your homeland.
Yes, the
I always
land.
wanted to go there. I heard that over there they have these really beautiful gowns that they tie up, and they wear different ones for festivals.
Yes, Shawshank clothing is quite beautiful. You'd love it. Yes,
I'd love to see it.
I could.
Where am I gonna live?
You could live with
Hea frowns a bit
Fomorians.
and goes, "You live with my people, of course."
Oh, okay. I'm not going
Or
back.
you can
so-
come live on my lands, Ilan says. And then Hea actually glares at him and goes, No, she'll live with us.
All right, everyone, stop.
You're going to
fighting
need
over the little brownie.
You're going to need to resolve a way to travel between your lands very easily so that she may visit
They have
either of
trees.
you.
I can go both.
Yeah, but you'll
We'll work
live
out
with
a-
us.
Well, it would make sense
We'll
that
work out a
my
joint
children are
custody
little and they would
agreement.
have a dangerous time in a Saflac.
I could make a
But
safe space for them.
I could definitely get some flight time in there.
Our actions. Are we planning to change many, many things?
I'm intending to try and sway things on my way back, as far as I go.
May as well take advantage of the paradox,
Yeah, as much as we can to make as long as we make sure some things stay safe, like Lynn, dragons, Archie's family, Saldir,
Toast.
toast, bacon, bacon.
Are you sure you want Thaldir to
I want him to
continue?
exist. I don't want him to suffer. If him passing brings him joy, then I would want that for him. But I love Thaldir.
When
Death is just a
Gifton
part of our journey.
mentions that, Corvus will look at Immor. What kind of concept does that bring to him?
Mm.
Are you inciting or actually asking?
Inciting, just kind of reading him like we did with Morgani, I guess.
Give me an insight check and tell me what you're actually trying to incite, because I'm not sure what you mean.
It was a meandering sentence.
It was the taking Thaldir in our timeline that was dead. And we had this discussion earlier about maybe trying to resurrect him and bring him back.
It wouldn't be resurrection.
No, he would never have died from the accident.
Immor seems nonplussed about it. Doesn't seem to be bothered by the concept.
Okay, that version of nonplussed.
Yeah. But Immor's also going to sort of put up his hand and goes, as much as I would welcome you to my land to live, I think these two would
Can I
have...
visit?
Of course you can. But
visit.
I...
brownies don't get to travel very much, so I'm getting to see so much,
Yes. I, however, would be willing to offer space to the Fomorians as well.
That would be very kind of you.
I will talk with them and see what they wish.
Hey, nods and goes, I would take them as well if they wanted, and Ilan nods as well. Death is part of my land as much as anything. They'd be welcome.
There's one of them we have to literally tear out of your soil to get anywhere. You know that. He loves your land.
Did we leave him behind?
Yeah.
No,
he's in the machine.
I sent a bunch of angels from Ilan to go hunt him down.
They were not happy that they had to spend so much time trying to get him.
Perhaps we ask Dadriel and scream about them maybe having some Baratheon soil? I don't know, there's no one around to really...
I mean, I don't actually know what it's like over there. We could ask them about that. I can't imagine that the Fae would be opposed to them being on Barast. Oh no, the Fae! I have to talk to Oberon and maybe to Tanya. Oh no.
Are we splitting up in order to get things accomplished?
Well, we've got till night, right?
Yes. So.
How long's that?
Well, considering it is around noon right now,
We have a bit.
you have a bit.
Or
I'm sure the
brass.
Feywild is completely not dangerous right now, and this is very safe.
I'll be right back.
Probably safe for you. The rest of us, it seemed a little on edge.
Listen,
There.
I'm just gonna go right for their palace. It's gonna be fine.
I'm going to assign some guards to you, Ilan says.
I don't need guards. I'm strong.
You're going to take some of my unicorns.
Mighty brownie standing up on the table, smack chest.
Sorry, Ellen, but wouldn't angels set off alarms in the Feywild?
I said unicorns.
I heard angels. My bad.
I love unicorns.
Also, the alarms that the angels set off in the Feywild are my alarms.
Yeah.
What is the agreement then?
That I don't want the angels going into a place that is inherently hostile and can kill them quite easily.
And they want to go there because
some of them are too
wild.
Curious for their own good.
Is it
Oh,
mostly your angels?
I wonder where they get them.
Can we try to get a
Yes,
hold
mostly mine.
of Halan? Would that be okay?
How about while you guys deal with this Fae thing, we'll start making inroads with the rest.
All right.
In fact, I think it would be better with Morgani potentially,
being put out.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Out of character because I had to go hit the restroom. Are we going later?
We're going to the Feywild.
apology?
We're gonna do the apology later. It's
Okay.
not. It's almost noon right now, so it's a long time before it's nighttime for the stars.
I'm not going
Alright.
to cheat and just jump to the night.
No. Well, we could use in the Feywild, but we won't.
Well, you could after you're done.
Yeah. So, should I open a way into the Fae? Should Dingus open a way into the Fae? Do you want me to wait for unicorns? What's...
Go into the Fae yourself and then stay put until they find you. They should be able to soon enough.
Stay put. Yeah. Got it. Tapping the nose. I know what's being thought of here. Keep walking. Got it. All right. Yeah. We'll say, hey, Dingus, open up the way into the Feywild.
And the portal opens into the Feywild.
And I go, your fairy godmother's going out.
Yes. Mirrors chuckles to themselves a bit.
Also, has anybody else figured out that Dingus is gonna be a god? Did it walk through the portal?
I mean, we don't know what Dingus will become.
A lot of things, yes.
I'm gonna walk through the portal, and first thing I'm gonna ask is there mist on the other side?
No.
Okay.
No, there's no
Oh
mist.
shit! Why did I let
Oh.
Dingus do this? I should have done the plane shift because I can take us right to the fucking thing. No, Dingus doesn't do it. I'm plane shifting us. I'm taking us.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
there's no mist immediately, but if you walk a bit, there's potential for that.
If
No.
you're plane shifting, the
I'm
scroll is not coming out. Then
I am plane motherfucking shifting us because I could do that. And that makes sense. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna plane shift us because it's,
I don't
it's
care. I'm
not
gonna smash
safe.
people with the water again.
I
Well-
was gonna be pulling out a scroll of control wind.
No. The thing is, I realized we'd have to run across the Feywild. We're just gonna appear right in front of
where-
Gray, probably.
Well, where do you want to plane shift to in Feywild?
I want to plane shift to the palace of Lady Titania and Lord Oberon, the Great Tree.
Okay, well, now is that how Gibson thinks of it? The palace of Lady Titania and Lord Oberon.
Yeah, it's their castle.
One second.
It was always told to me that was their castle.
Oh no.
1 second.
Semantics are going to get you.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Gibson, how exactly do you picture their castle?
How I remember it?
How you remember it? No embellishments based on, Titania's presence, perhaps.
maybe some embellishments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks exactly like you expect it to when you arrive at it in the Feywild.
Yay!
Did we just time jump?
No.
Oh no.
Okay, good.
Actually, it's part of that. What is going on at this point in the time period? In time, or
Yay!
is even in time.
Look how pretty it is. The leaves are even bigger.
Yep. You're about 100 yards away from it. You can see it.
It's doing that happy little, in place jig. Little feet.
Mhm.
Yay.
How long do we think they'll be till they arrive?
I don't know, but we're supposed to stay put.
And
How familiar does it look? Because there's at least a couple of us that have been there.
it looks an awful lot like Oberon's little palace. There's a little bits of differences here. Like there's a couple of sort of windows set in the tree that have like a distinctly sort of noble lady flair to them. A bit more feminine styling. But beyond that, it looks pretty accurate.
Goldilocks sends down her hair. No. We're going with full fairy tales.
Just gonna wait real patient like.
Okay, and as you wait for the unicorns to arrive, that is actually where we're going to end this week's session.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I could tell that tone in your voice.
Going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we actually didn't go there. We got intercepted by another Fae. That's what happened.
No, we got intercepted by another Sphinx.
No, you guys got intercepted by the Feywild itself.
Yeah.
You were imagining a location that doesn't exist, and it provided.
Yeah.
We created it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I figured.
Oh man, if I can make shit in the Feywild, that's like a whole ability I've always wanted.
Gifton, you're a Fey lady.
Of course you can make shit in the Feywild. This is why.
Once again, Gifton learns about stuff she can do that she didn't realize she could do because she doesn't bother to figure out what she can do.
Right.
I mean, would it have occurred to you?
Everybody take
Yes.
3,000 experience points. Everybody take a point of piety, and we'll do this same time next week.
Thank you.
Yeah.